right ahead.
Hey, what's going on, old man? Long
How you
time,
feeling,
bro.
man? Long time no
All
hear.
right.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. I got a question for you. But I'll make this quick. Now, Pearly, you didn't do anything wrong. Please stop apologizing. These Negroes looking for validation.
She's a tool. She's an object. She's
Boom.
something to be used to actually do something further. Same thing with Nick Fuentes. I don't care.
His white skin. I'm telling you, his white skin covers a multitude of imperfections and sin.
Yeah. I just got back home, y'all. I just got back home, and what did I miss? Now, yesterday I did a live stream, and I didn't want to cut it short because it was something happened. Brownsville showed up, Full Circle showed up, so I didn't really want to end it on a cliffhanger, and I watched a little bit of it, and yeah. So yeah, I tagged him in the title of this live stream. I tagged him for a reason. Oh, by the way, here is my QR code. Y'all go ahead and donate if y'all want. Donations is provided, and let me say, Queen Sunkiss deserve a donation, right? I don't believe I deserve the super chats of last night, yesterday evening. She deserved a donation, not myself. So she the one that hold it up when I left for work. But let me recap something. I'm going to recap something real quick, right? So I'm going to start over here with Candy Cane. And oh, wait a minute. Let me switch that around. Okay. Let me switch that around. So here we are. Let me go where me and Candy Cane was talking. So this can be resolved for once. So anyway, are talking to that dirt bag over there.
He was saying, here's the smoke show. Y'all want to come give me the smoke? Come give me the smoke, right? And so then I hear you say nobody showed up. And do you know how pissed off that made me to hear all of these people with all of these war cries for Sharon not show up. Y'all gonna show up to the smoke show, but you want to come to my platform where I don't want the drama, I don't want the beef, and I'm trying to have cohesive conversations, and everybody wants to come up there and play these little games trying to get at Sharon. And I'm like, so wait a minute, y'all gonna hide behind the skirt of a woman to get at a man instead of going to that man directly? That was what I was trying to say earlier this morning when I was talking to you, when Mo kept jumping her ass in the way. And so now I'm coming to tell you, although I know you say you do not pedestalize or put these women above us, in that moment, that's what it looked like. That would be the optics of it, because here we were having a conversation, you and I, even Queen got out the way. She heard it. I heard her say, uh-oh, and back on out of it, because she knew that was between me and you. You are able to articulate yourself. I am able to articulate myself. We didn't need a peanut gallery.
Mm-hmm.
And so do you understand how you may not realize what you're doing and how it looks, but I'm giving you a real life, in the moment example that you can think of, that we we're both there, of how it looked that someone can say you put white women above, because in that moment, Mo should have been kicked, or she should have been silenced, or there should have been more done to get her out the business that she had no business being in.
And let me say to Candy Kane, I apologize to her because if you go back to that, that live stream is on members only. It's not put on private. It's put on members only. Put it on private for not private. Put on members only for a reason. Yeah, that was a mistake on my end. Okay, that was a mistake on my end. I should have not let Mo on the panel, and she should have at least be courteous to you, Candy Kane, and courteous to everybody else what's going on. And she should have took the hint, right? She should have took the hint. And I am also troubled by what happened the last time Mo was on my panel, calling Sharon the word boy, and that really messed up my mood, especially my mood towards her. Yeah, that really messed up my mood towards her. So at first I feel bad, but when I rewatched the live stream from yesterday morning, that afternoon, that really pissed me off, because at first I felt bad, but then I was pissed, but anyway, let's keep it moving though.
And then I dropped down to try and keep some peace, salvage some peace, because at this point, I'm getting ready to cuss her out on the internet, and I don't do that. And so instead, now I'm cussing her out in the chat, when all she had to do was back up out the business that doesn't pay her.
Well, like she can't come back over here no more.
Oh, I don't even know what happened. When I told you I left. I don't. I was out.
Yeah, because I was trying to get you back on it, and she keep on talking, so she can't come back.
But see, that's what
that made me. That made me, prove what Bomb was, that make Bomb look, So that what she did really pissed me the fuck off, and she did all throughout the whole night, snapping at me and shit. Maybe you gotta let me back on. No.
See, part of the problem is part of the issue. I think that the disconnect, and this is not to create a race war between Big J's white supporters and his black supporters, right? The issue is decorum. You have to know how to read the room, and when it is your space and place to jump in, and when you're not needed. The fact that Mo kept jumping in, that's the audacity. So the caucasity that she came with is because in this moment, nobody needed your assistance. and you steady trying to alley-oop. So it pissed me off because I'm just like, you're in the middle of this. I appreciate the fact that you said you finally did kick her. I did not know that. So I will say thank you for that. All I'm saying is, when it comes to issues like this, woman to woman, any woman out there under the sound of my voice, if you can hear me, learn when you're needed and when you're not, and just go ahead and back up, because now you got to get a fight that you had no business even being in. I don't have no reason to cuss Mo out, but I cussed her out because she was in my business.
And she was interrupting you when I was telling her ass to shut the fuck up.
Well, Candy Cane, I would just want you to know that I cussed her ass out about a good 3 to 5 times. So she got it.
I appreciate that. When I'm telling you, I did not know this. I left. I was so damn hot. Because now, I said,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't
I
like
need to take that video out private so you can see it. Yeah, I got in her ass real good, and she looked like a lunatic in the chat. So I'm gonna go back down so y'all can finish our conversation.
Yeah. It's not on. That video is on members only. It's not on private. I put on members only for a reason, because I don't want a certain group of people trying to exploit what went on that live stream. So I'm against people who want to exploit. Oh, you know what, Queen? I see Nightish up in the chat room. I don't know why he think I'm recapping from yesterday. Hey, Queen, thank you for holding the fort yesterday. Thank you for taking over my channel. And the panel yesterday, you actually deserve the money that was given. But anyway, let me get back to let me get back to over here. Anyway, because at first I was feeling sad, but the more I looked at it, the more I was pissed off about it. You know, so no, she can't come back, because the problem is, though, you know, you was talking and she just kept on doing that bullshit. And and when you left, I was still trying to call you back to come back on the panel when you left. I didn't know you left. I was like, hey, Candy, come back, Candy, come back. And that really, and I really was interested in what you were saying. And all things she want to care about is what Sharon did to her 2 years ago and shit. That doesn't have nothing to do with the fuck with though what you had to was talking about.
I don't know what she was talking about. All I heard, it seemed like she was trying to defend Sharon, and I kept trying to tell her to shut up, because this had nothing to do. It was not about Sharon, but it was about Sharon. Like, again, you jump in the mix, trying to sip Kool-Aid, and you do not know the flavor. Back up. So yeah, when you said understood, I just wanted to make sure we were clear. I'm not really even mad at you. Like, I was disappointed. I will say, like, with the whole talking about nobody was qualified to have that conversation on the panel. I'm like, Big J, really?
Well, I was talking about the men on the panel, but yeah. You went ahead and caught it straight, which wasn't really meant for you because you were the host, but because you said you had Palestinian friends and all that could be listening, and
and do you know they were listening, because contrary to popular belief, I know everybody on here is a damn character. I'm not. What you see on the internet is who I am in real life, right?
Right.
Plus or minus a few extra features, whatever you want to call it, right? But then I turn around and I have my real life people peeking in on this, watching. My family watching. So yeah, I had to slow that down, because I'm like, this is not supposed to be about their religion, their struggles on their country. Afro, what's his name? It's not his name anymore. Pam Mulatto.
Yeah, Pam Mulatto, yes.
Pam Mulatto want to come up here and make this a race war thing. Like, it was going too far left, doing too much, and I was just trying to rein it back in. So, yeah, I don't know. It just, I hear you and I accept the apology. You know, I just, in the moment, I'm like, damn, Big J, why would I catch it straight? What did I do? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You're going to have criticisms out here. I'm open to the criticism. I can't even get the word out. But it just felt undue and unjust, and especially coming from somebody that I support. And that.
Okay, yeah, that ends that, that ends the because of the apology I made to her and making amends. That ends that issue. But I came here for the real point. The real thing is when I left. I'm here to recap when I left, but let me see. When did I leave? I'm trying to remember. When did I leave? I left around. Yeah, you know what? Let's start here. Let's start a little bit. You start here when I a few minutes before I left for work. So recap this. So if he doesn't show up in 20 minutes, yeah, if he doesn't show up in 20, 30 minutes, just go ahead. Do what you want. Do what you want. But I hope that y'all just go ahead and this QR code right here, right? Just go ahead and Cash App, because I'm gonna be away at work, right? So I'm gonna let her to take over the show. And
Big J, I hope he shows up. I'm very patient, obviously.
Man, come on, bro.
I know he's not showing up, MOT. He's not showing up because it threw him off. I just said that to say it, but he's not. He's looking as if like, I'm gonna see how long these no good suckers, as he call it, whatever. I'm not a rim and you're not a rim. He's just waiting. Big J, you're not a rim. He's waiting around. He's not going to show up. It threw him off. He'll be prepared probably next time, and I'll be just as prepared. Trust and believe. But MOT, he's not going to come. He's not.
If he doesn't show up, go ahead and do whatever in the live stream if you want. But we can reschedule this tomorrow or Thursday. Well, Thursday I'm off. Right, I'm off Thursday. So
you know how to find him?
I'll go ahead and tag him.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway. I'll go ahead and tag him, again. So Melanated needs to be honest. How come BGS, Angry Man, O'Shea hates my guts if I'm only calling out women out? How come Reg the Bad Guy hates my guts? Why does Tito don't like my ass? Why do you think most of the black manosphere don't like my? Listen, you can go on, if you keep saying the facts are the facts. No, why don't you research and ask those niggas why they hate my ass? Because I told them stop calling women bitches. Stop sitting there, wilding out on women who ain't fucking with you. Stop with the shame, blame, and explain. Stop with the SBE. There is a toothless nigga. There's a toothless nigga. I know Queen said, Big J, please ignore him. There's a toothless nigga who's mad at me because I voted for Democrat, voted for Kamala Harris, and I don't support Trumpism because Trump is putting women in their place, quote unquote. So I don't know where you got the whole I'm only calling out women out. No, I don't. I call everybody out. Everybody can get it. So
everybody can get it.
Yeah, everybody can get it.
Everybody, man. Hey.
I mean, but the problem is, Big J, is people are disingenuous for profit. They don't have the ability to solve any type of problem, where minor or huge. And I cannot believe me and Full Circle is chopping at the bit to knock somebody's head off. The same person's head off. I don't think we've ever been on a panel together.
But MOT, they wear it on their sleeve. I'm the solution. I'm solutions. They've been doing it forever. Solutions. You don't give a jack about solutions. You're not trying to solve anything. You're not even trying to help the community or the culture. You're just here yapping. It's entertainment, strictly entertainment.
It's
Go
kind
ahead.
of like, okay, he's back. He's back. Okay, hold on. I'm
Really?
dropping the link. Yeah, he's
Great.
back. He's back. Let me drop him the link. So I'm gonna leave here in a minute. So Queen, if I'm gonna leave here soon. So Queen, I'm gonna close my laptop and head off to this job. So yeah, he's back. So yeah.
I just got a couple questions, so that way we can get them on the record, so that way we can get some different type of behavior out of guy moving forward. So that's that.
MOT,
that's
you can go first. You can go first. I have time.
All right. So Brownsville. All right. So
Hold
why
on
do you
one,
think it's
1 second, man of tomorrow? 1 second.
okay?
Right.
All right, cool.
So I don't have that much time. So I want the brother full circle that he has smoke for me. So I would like him to address me. And then if I have time after that, but
all right. Fair enough. You said you had time for a full conversation, though, not a
Exactly. Now all of a sudden you done switched up and now you don't have time. Yeah, I caught that too, MOT. Before, I got that time. Give me 40 minutes. Now all of a sudden, no, not that much time, but you go first. Like we in high school. What is this? But anyway, I'll play your game. I don't believe, Bronzeville, you believe half the things that you preach on the Sharon show. I don't think you do. I don't believe that. You can address that. I just landed. See, I'm not going to be long-winded. I'm going to do bits and pieces, piece by piece for you. Do you believe half the things that you say on his show, on your cousin show?
Absolutely, right? But you're entitled to your opinion, and I would love for you to substantiate your argument.
Let me say this before you jumped off. You were speaking on the NFL, the NFL show yesterday, the NFL Super Bowl. Why do you not, are black men that bad in your eyes that they have to get a title of the Rim Bros? And just like in yesterday's statement, I mentioned when you dropped off, Kendrick Lamar is married with children, but you sat on Sharon's channel and said, oh, Bad Bunny had the wife and the kid, and the kid got the Grammy and was caught up with ICE. I hear less and less as time goes on of you even giving the black culture their props, black men. So my question is, do you really have that disdain and a hate for black men? I'm not speaking of Sharon, so this is you and I, Bronzeville. I'm not bringing in no one else. Address that, please. Do you have a hate for black men? I'm asking you.
Absolutely not. I don't have a hate for black men. I got a son. who's a black man, who's gonna be a black man soon. He's 16 years old, right? I got plenty of family who are black men. I myself am a black man.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know though there was no sound. Okay. What I was saying, let me start over, right? Let me start over. I'm not sure if I and thank y'all for the chat for calling me. Shout out to Queen Sun Kiss. Um I'm over here, my head is full of thoughts and everything. Um I don't know, I'm not sure because I was about to leave, so I wasn't sure if I responded to Brownsville, but because he mentioned his sons, he mentioned people in his family, and it's like the same question I asked to the swirlers, because some of these swirlers, divestors, the BWE, they had black sons, and I said, well, the rhetoric that y'all produce, do y'all ever consider that it might boomerang back to your son, to your nephew, to your little brother? They never want to sit there and actually, what's the term? Consider that the negativity, toxicity of their argument will come back to them. That's why I said. That's why I said I don't care. That's why I have an opposition to the manosphere. It's not because I'm mad at that woman across the street. It's to prevent the next generation to have our problems. I believe that we should not pass our problems on to the next generation. Whatever curses we have should not block the blessings of the future. And that's the point I'm trying to make, especially with the rhetoric. Well, not right now. Not right now. I got to do this solo because I wasn't here for. I got to recap what I missed from yesterday. So forgive me. All right, if I don't drop the link, okay?
Right. However, when it comes to how black men should behave, I have a high standard because I believe in order for us to progress as a community, we have to move in a recalibrated way, which is my message to black men is to recalibrate their value system, remove lust and degeneracy from the top of their value system and replace it with God. Add some honor, integrity, self-respect, self-discipline, stoicism, conflict resolution, ambition, things like that. That's gonna make you a solid man and a solid leader, right? My call is for black men to fulfill their purpose, right? Leave the degenerate behavior alone. Leave the unlearned behavior alone. Seek knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and self-reflection, right? Look yourself in the mirror and recognize you got to be better tomorrow than you were today, which is what I do. I don't claim to be perfect, full circle. I make mistakes all the time. But what I do try to do, I try to strive to make sure that I'm improving one step, one day at a time. And I'm not above reproach, which is why I'm here. So you said you have issues with me and my ideology. You said you feel like I'm not a person who believes in what I say.
Can you cut it short, Bronzeville? Please, I'm just asking. I gave you something short. I didn't ask for the long sermon. Apologize for cutting in. You have a tendency of going long. So when a person has something that they want to give you in response, not jumping ahead, you drown it out. Can you at least cut it down? Because I see what you're doing. Even MOT says he wants to get in, but you're going to do your long sermon. Please don't do that up here. I'm asking you. Don't do that because I know exactly what you're doing with your imperfection, because that's one of your imperfections, being long-winded. Cut it short, sir. Please.
Okay.
Okay, well, I got a question.
Short, right? But this is my first. So you are aware of me, but I'm unaware of you, right? So I don't
absolutely,
know.
But you're aware of me now.
Right.
You are aware of me now.
I'm unaware of how much you know or understand about my message, right? So that is why I went there, right? But if you say you already know that that's the way I think, then yeah, I can cut it short. So what else would you like?
I know that you're long-winded is what I'm saying. I said not your message, I'll give you a reason why it's capped. I'll give you the imperfection, even though with your imperfection, you don't take accountability. I've seen individuals on the Sharon show while you're on it, and while they let you know that you're wrong and they don't agree, you never apologize. You take no accountability with your imperfection. And you're a man, just like individuals here on the panel. We're men. But we know how to say, you know what? I apologize. I'm sorry. I was mistaken. I was wrong. You never do that. You and Sharon, forgive me because I didn't want to bring him in. But you, sir, you take no accountability.
And see, and I'm glad Full Circle says this, right? Because Brownsville always makes accusations of people, especially men, like, oh, you're this, you're that. You know better than Jay Prince. Don't even know anybody on here, but yet he compare everybody to Jay Prince as if Jay Prince is the barometer to every single African-American man. It's always, oh, you are a Jay Prince. He makes these cross the board declarations about people that he doesn't even know. And that's really is the genesis of my problem I have with Brownsville. He tried to make everybody into a Jay Prince. Now, MOT is a business owner. I don't know what Full Circle does. I know what I do. You know, I don't got no kids. You know, I'm not married and I'm not sitting there getting online, sitting on toilets on live panels, and I'm not making live streams of myself stealing deodorant and everything else, and you know, getting married and beating on my wife on a live panel. You know, so I ain't no Jay Prince. So stop trying to make everybody to a Jay Prince, Brownsville, and that's really the problem. That's one of the major problems I have with you.
I've watched it. You say I know you very well. I know you very well. Not in person. This is just YouTube. I'm going to listen to this. When you come in, I like that little introduction, not the tune thing. You give all the women the kudos, but yet you say, after all of that, you do it each time as you take off your shoes and you enter Sharon's house, his kingdom. But yet with the men, oh, and kings, that's a slap in the face. But yet you're a godly man. I thought it was God, men, the women, the children. When will it ever be a time when you say, and these are regulars on the show, Ether Man, Shadow, the Titan, all these different ones. You can't even put them before the women. That's a problem. You can say what you want, but yet you're a godly man. And your message, the hell with your message. The hell with your ideology, and which is why I say you don't even believe half the things that you say, because it's disingenuous. Take some accountability. And when you're wrong in the future, next time, regardless if I'm on Sharon's show or in the clouds, when you're wrong, just say you're sorry. And if you don't know something, sir, with your message, just say you don't know. Don't sit up on a panel acting like you know everything, because you don't. Right? No, you're dead wrong. I'll land.
Okay, so I'm glad that you informed me that I was long-winded, and I can concede to that, right? I can be long-winded at times. However, this long soliloquy you just had was very, very long-winded, even though you claim to be somebody who practices brevity, right? So that's hypocrisy. That's number one. Number two, your claim that I don't apologize or I don't admit that I'm wrong ever is not only false, it is a lie, right? And I can prove it to you, right? So if you want to talk about accountability, you want to talk about credibility, let's do this, right? If let's put a bet on it, right? If you're willing to bet, I don't care how much money you want to bet, I can pull up a show from this year where I apologize, right? Since I never apologized, I've been speaking on my cousin's show. This is my third year, I believe. I can pull up a show and show you where I took accountability and apologized, right?
Okay, you know what? Let me keep it moving. Never mind.
Matter of fact, I can show you last time I was on Bomb Cherry's show, right? I apologized to her when she called me out on something, right? So what you're saying about me is a lie for somebody who professes that you are aware of me and you know everything about me. Obviously, you don't know enough to speak the truth, right? And then your final point was how I address the woman versus the men, right? And here's the issue with that. I call men kings, I call women queens, right? I'm more chivalrous to women. I don't know why that's a problem for y'all brothers, right? And here's the reason.
I wish you stopped saying that. I wish you stopped saying that, because that's not the problem, Brownsville. The problem is you're telling it to a group of individuals who does not deserve to be put in that light. You see, Brownsville. Now I'm not here. You know, I'm on my way to work during this, so I'm off the panel, right? So let me respond to this, right? With a 12-hour delay. What is it? 12-hour delay? Yeah. It was like a 12-hour. This happened 12 hours ago. So I'm back home. So let me say it like this, right? Brownsville. The individuals that's on your cousin's channel does not need to be held to a high esteem. If you follow any of those individuals to other platforms, you would be saying that. There is a white Russian guy online that some of those women follow. This white Russian guy say racist things about black people, black men specifically. There's another white man who's claimed to be invest to divest Roadrunner channel, whatever his name is. Those same individuals would be on his channel, trash talking all black men. Then there is another character out here who got caught up in some what's his name, Bado. He was trying to get black women to go get, he's dating black women, but in fact though he's trying to get with a black man while putting out their nude pics out on a Discord server. So I would not be sitting here just calling every woman queens, because a lot of them in your cousin's chat room does not deserve to be I'm sorry. A lot of them that's in that chat room does not deserve to be held to a certain esteem. See, if you hang around long enough, you will know what's going on. You're being played.
Why? And I'm going to land real quick. Here's the reason why I'm more chivalrous towards the women. It's because when I started speaking on these platforms, before I was speaking, when I was just listening, right? And I'm with my wife and she's listening. We're trying to support my cousin's show. And we're hearing all of these women getting disrespected, getting called B's, getting called H's, getting called all these different names under the sun just because they disagreed with the brothers, right?
Right.
I took offense to that. The reason why I took offense to that is because I have a black mother.
Wait, hold on. Let's stop right there. Now, Brownsville, let me stop you right here. You might want to go to a divested Sell It channel. You might want to go to Roadrunner's channel. You might want to go to any of these channels where the worst of the worst stay at, because you wouldn't be saying this, because some of these men, and let me say this too, a lot of these men are misogynists. Let me break this a buck. Let me tell you the truth. A lot of these characters that you're trying to support and defend don't have your best mind and heart. As a man, especially as a black man, your best interest is not. They'll have their heart in your best interest. And some of us who've been here long enough, I'm gonna use myself. I'm branded as I hate black women. That I went on a white supremacist channel, talking about with Bomb Cherry produced this narrative that I went on a white supremacist channel and denigrate black women. You see, it's things like that. These setups, these lies, these wait until it happens to you, Brownsville. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Wait until it happens to you. You wouldn't be doing the chivalrous code. You wouldn't. Some of us been there already. You see, stop acting like you are the only one, Brownsville. You're not. You're not the first person in this space who tried to do what you are trying to do. Some of us did. Some of us became jaded because of bullshit. And in fact, I'm at a point that I'm considering suing one of the women who is associated with you or with your cousin. I'm not playing. Just saying. Because she likes to dox people.
I have a black wife. I have a black daughter, right? And they were specifically targeting black women. So if I want to come online and give women a term of endearment and acknowledge their presence and speak life to them, That shouldn't bother a king such as yourself. Peace and love.
All right.
Let me say this
hold
to
on,
you.
hold on. Sugar Bomb, you think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? See, why you think I have rage? Why you think I'm angry? Because you don't know what's going on in that private chat on those panels. A family member information should not be flowing out of somebody's mouth. Why you think that I hadn't been on Sharon's channel? Oh, what's going on? Light bulb went off. Why you think I hadn't shown up on Sharon's channel since March of 2025? See, I'm still angry about this. What's going on in that back chat? This is not about you as a black woman. See, and I've been holding this in. I've been holding in on this hate. And that person's going to be held to accountable. And don't worry, I got all the screenshots. I got all, recordings and all of that. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Well, hold on, MOT. If I'm a hypocrite, you're the king of hypocrites. I'm gonna let you go, MOT. If I'm a hypocrite, you're the king of hypocrites. How many times have you apologized? Let's just say you can pull up something. I don't care that when you apologize, you can count on how many hands, maybe one. If that one time, you don't even remember when you apologize. Yet you say you have, and you say, "Oh, well, I do. I know you enough on the Sharon show of how you get down." You didn't address what I mentioned. You say, "Well, how do you brothers have such a problem?" It's the respect, sir. That went way over your head. You didn't even address it and say, "Hey, you address the other part of being long-winded. We can play the tit for tat." That doesn't mean anything. That's child's play with the back and forth. But the part with the kings and the men, it went over your head. I know you're not going to change it. You're your own person. You don't have to. I was just addressing it. That it's the respect given to the kings of why you can't mention them. Mention them by name before the women. It's not like small-minded. It means something. Because every time I look up, you're going after the men. Do what you will. But that's a problem. Respect within itself. I'll land. Since I'm so long-winded.
Yeah, I just think that's weird. When men feel that they should be treated like women with chivalry, I just think that's weird. That's number one, because I don't expect any man to be chivalrous towards me.
Brownsville, you might want to look up knighthood, because chivalry comes from the Anglo-Saxon Western European perspective, right? Chivalry is a brotherhood. Okay? Chivalry isn't just solely about women. Chivalry is also to expand what is brotherhood and be fair to thine brother, his fellow man, as well. Brownsville. I hate how you sit there and try to use chivalry and don't know the history of that word, why it was created, and who enforces it. See, chivalry is not just for women. Chivalry is there to expand brotherhood among men. It's not just a romantic thing, and y'all keep missing that point.
Right? The reason why is because I don't need protection. I don't need you to lift. I can't provide for myself as a man, right? So I'm not going to have an issue with you telling Queen, "Hey, I think I should acknowledge you today," right? If you came on here full circle and you didn't say nothing to me and you just spoke to Queen and lifted her up, gave her a term of endearment, I would look at you and say, hey, that's solid, right? But y'all brothers, for some strange reason, even though you understand that there's a manosphere, right, which is weird in itself, and y'all know it's a red pill, which is against women, right? And y'all know there's a long history of brothers acting in a reprehensible way towards women and children online. But yet, the problem you have is that I'm trying to lift women up. Reconcile that.
That's a lie, okay? Okay, peace and love. Speaking, hold on, MOT. That's a lie. I don't have a problem with that. And just for the record, I'm not angry. If I saw you face to face, sir, and just so you know, for the record, you're talking to an older man, a grown man. If I saw you, your wife, and your kids, I would address you face to face, sir. The problem I have with ones like you allow it. If I was to go straight and meet you and your wife and address her, if it was even me, that's a no-no. You address me, sir, eye to eye. Individuals out there, they look, you notice that? They look to the side. They're not men, or as they call real men. I'm going to address you, sir, out of respect. Then I'm going to address your wife, then your children, if I'm allowed, or if it's just you and your wife. I'm not going to go straight to your wife. This whole building of women, you got that wrong, and that's a lie. You don't have to apologize, quote unquote, accountability, but that's a lie. I'm going to shake your hand. I'm going to address you by your name. Then I'm going to move to your wife. So it's not about building up women and, oh, I don't understand why you men or such as yourself full circle have a problem, but I don't. I'm a grown man. I'm old school. It's how I've been raised. I don't know about you and your background, how you've been raised. Hoorah. But you got another thing coming. You got the wrong one, but you actually got the right one today, sir. You got it, MOT. I'll land.
Let me respond to that real quick, MOT.
Okay.
So what you did, my brother, full circle, you moved the goalposts, right? So you're talking about how we interact in person, and you're 100% correct on that. In person, the interaction is different. But guess what? When we're addressing each other online, it's totally different as well. So it's not going to be the same interaction, right? When I'm speaking on a panel, online, I'm speaking to that individual person. I don't know if she has a husband. I don't know anything about her personal life, right? So that's totally different than the way we experience the world and the way we experience people when we're face to face, right? So what you did, that's called moving the goalpost, my brother. So I'm going to move it right back to where it was, which is online interactions, right? So I believe it is my ideology that men should be chivalrous to women online, should be respectful to women online, should give women terms of endearment online, right? And same for the men. But I don't have to address the men individually because those men are supposed to be men, right? And since we're in this manosphere space, in this red pill space, those men are used to being acknowledged by other men. It is the women who are getting beat down. It is the women who are getting put in this space, getting disrespected day in and day out. But like I said, instead of brothers like you, full circle, who's an old school brother, instead of brothers like you having smoke for those brothers who are disrespecting women daily online, you have smoke for me for lifting them up. Reconcile.
First of all, did you just land the plane? Land the plane, Bronzeville. Land the plane. Land the plane and no, it's not there. Hold on, I know, right? Look at this. Stop. You're talking about other channels. I'm strictly speaking of Sharon's. You're talking about, oh, this went over your head. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. I'm speaking of the same thing. Don't try that moving the goalpost. You totally took that and went over your head and acting like you stupid, but you're not. You're still doing the same thing. You know what? Forget the speaking of them individually. I'm going to stick on that. From real life to YouTube. You think it's a difference. It's not. I said it and I'll say it again. Address the king. You don't have to do it individually. Real life and compared to YouTube. And I'm talking about Sharon's show. Address the kings. The women. There's no children because it's a show. And then you come up here and say, oh, it's the women. When it's the women, I don't know if they have a man or a husband. That's not the point. And then you say, oh, yeah, you agree with that part. I haven't moved the goalposts. It's still the same. On the show, on the record, off the record. Sharon, hey, cuzzo, we family. Hey, kings. Hey, queens. And you can name all that you like individually. Address the kings in order. And yes, don't you ever forget it. I'm an old school cat. You think I'm going to jump on the bandwagon like as if like I haven't had smoke before? Do your research, sir. I've done it in the past. That's in my past. And I've gotten in with the best of them. You just haven't found out. You just don't know. I'll land, MOT. You got it. Because this could go all day. And I ain't got nothing but time.
Okay, well, Bronzeville, I'm not sure you understand what the conversation is about, but we're talking to you about your behavior other places. We're not addressing the rest of the manosphere whole. And I'm going to tell you up front, I would never come online to offer women protection. That is their job to put themselves in position by not having kids with Delta Novembers or need to be overprotected from their bad decisions in places where they put themselves. I have sisters, I have nieces. I don't have to go on with this overprotecting people. Look, the women are choosing better. That's why these Delta Novembers are complaining. Problem solved. That's what it is. The dudes who are complaining about women are dudes who should never have access to women. Yes. That problem has been solved. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that you can't think that people are supposed to accept disrespect and treat you as if you have some type of clean slate whenever you address somebody. All right. And I've seen you places and you know how you act. I'm not sure what you're addressing, but please keep the conversation limited to this because you cannot present my point of view to me and pretend that it's your point of view. That's not what your track record is. That's not what your history is within this space. And look, Sharon, look, I know y'all some profit-driven, get the bag stuff. I'm okay with it. I just stay away from it. Stuff straight. So I don't have to offer different levels of protection to people that I don't know online. So given the way that you actually acquitted yourself here as some holier-than-thou type guy, are we going to see changed behavior from you in the future, given the way that you attempted to actually address yourself here today?
So, first and foremost, I think it's weird, right, for an old school brother to have
No. You address a full circle. You have to address my argument that I just said. We're not pulling other people into this. I just made a statement. Did you listen to it?
I listened to it all. I didn't interject and I didn't interrupt. So the problem is I'm going to I'm going to address you as well, my brother, but you gotta have some patience, just like I had.
No. There is no patience when you try to stretch the argument beyond what I just said. You just did that with full circle. You're not doing that with me. Address what I said.
You're not going to tell me how to talk and how to speak, right?
Well, yes, I am. I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to do because you're not going to be disingenuous with me like you've just been disingenuous with actual full circle.
Okay, so
you're going to address what I said. I just made a statement. You're going to address that. And if you can't address it, you can leave.
Here's the thing, and I will leave, right? Here's the thing.
Bye.
With brothers like you, right, is you are a do as I say, not as I do type of person, right? That's what you're known for. That's what I know about you, man of
Give me a specific example.
Right?
Give me a specific example.
Because you,
sir, give me a specific example.
You want to speak to
Give me a specific example.
Your grievances with me.
Give me a specific example. You have a disagreement. Clarify me with statements.
You can't
clarify it.
Talk at the
clarify. Hell no. I don't let you just get your shit off, partner. You made a statement. You have to clarify.
Behavior, right?
No. Discipline is not letting dumb niggas run their goddamn mouth and not address the issue at hand.
Right?
No, fuck that. Fuck you. Why the fuck would I let you do what you just did? The full circle. Why the fuck would I let you do that?
Lack of self-control.
I know, and I would hit you right in your fucking mouth if you were to do that shit in person.
Full circle is not gonna reprimand you, right?
Man, bro.
All y'all do is got smoke.
I don't need to reprimand him, but you're talking to two grown men. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You're talking to grown men. Who the fuck you think you are? I ain't gotta reprimand this grown man.
Hey,
listen.
Brownsville. Brownsville, you gotta help up. I don't need to reprimand anybody. Brownsville, you gotta address my statement. You gonna address my statement?
That bullshit. You hear that, MOT? You need to reprimand him.
And I'm willing to bet right now that both you,
at the end of the day, man, this is the type of dude we talking about.
This is the type of dude we talking about that's full of it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Bullshit. Bullshit. Here we go. He's talking about other people and not the statement that we made, man. This is the shit we talking about.
That's the shit we talking about. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, man, well, jump your dumb ass up off here then. If you're not gonna address my motherfucking statement, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Bye, nigga.
You talking to some real ones. You got us fucked up.
And that's what I don't like about the younger generation is that they tolerate shit like this. Dude, he would have said that shit instantly fucking stole off. I'm not gonna fucking handle that shit.
And MOT,
instantly fucking stole off.
You need to learn a little bit. You can learn a little something.
As some type of internet gangster. Right? And what I know about internet gangsters is that
you can address my statement that I made.
Right? So
address my statement that I made, though. Address my statement.
Because I guess. Bad dude online who like to disrespect people, use profanity, but when you see them in person, you will.
How am I disrespecting you by telling you to answer the question that I asked you?
You supposed to be an elderly man. But yet
elderly men ain't supposed to be. You're supposed to be in your place.
Y'all brothers get it together.
Son, you need to be in your place. I'm gonna put you in your place.
Because
these are priorities. Your priorities are messed up. Your priorities are messed up. And you think that your
Brownsville, I don't have issues with women.
Jesse Jackson.
I don't have issue with women, dude.
They preacher talk. Exactly. They preacher talk. See, if he was
I would never try to protect these women who think they deserve protection.
If he was over there, yeah, that's why. Yeah, he over here. Because he over there, you'd have his out of here. See, you think you can get away with that over here? No, sir.
I thought your name was Full Circle because you read 300.
Here we go.
And understand. Now I understand that you are Full Circle.
No, Full Circle is meaning I'm gonna come right back on your ass. Yeah, get it straight. I'm gonna come right back on your ass. I'm gonna come right. Address MOT. Address MOT.
You are
I'm not stagnant. You got me fucked up. I'm wrong with where I'm supposed to be.
What is going on here?
If he saw me in real life, he'd be like, oh shit, he got me messed up. He hasn't been around MOT to know who really I am. And that's why he thinks he got it. He got that little black mask on when he comes on. He thinks he's doing something. You can't.
Okay, so let's go over it again for certain. We're asking him about his behavior. He addressing the manosphere at whole. Like I don't do content like that. You never find me complaining about women, period. Like that ain't my content, bro. And it's like, listen, man, when we ask you questions about your behavior, you don't turn around and try to address the manosphere. Like, people know that I've been here over 10 years. And I don't care whether these dudes get it or not at this point. The only people complaining about politics are people who are not participating nor understand history. The only people who complain about women are dudes who actually should not be with a woman, period. So, dude, I am beyond that low-level conversation. But, you know, when you hang out with bad chasers and all that kind of stuff, bro, you can't really come up here and try to get us to not address what you said and how you act other places. I asked you a very specific question about your behavior. And then he wanted to talk about everything else but what I addressed. He just did the same thing in full circle.
Right, and MLT, when he stepped away, he think he's slick. He doesn't realize I was 2 steps ahead of him. He's doing his research. Oh, and that's why this, and that's why that. He don't have any other talking points. And then he comes in, instead of addressing you, he had to hold on to that because it kind of like got him like, oh, dang it. I got to address him. No, address MOT. You're absolutely right, MOT. Go back to MOT. I was quiet. But I got to get back to full circle because he got me on that one. He'll never forget this day. I guarantee you he won't. The thing is, this day, and he started addressing your points when I asked him a specific question about his behavior. But this is what these dudes do, right? They want the ability to get their stuff off. Oh, I'm going to get to my point. Like, nah, bro, I asked you a very specific question. You're not going to address full circle through my very specific question. At the end of the day, I didn't come here to be provocative. I was already 7 figures when I got here. I don't throw it in people's faces, but I don't have problems with women. I'm already married. So, yes. And I don't have problems with women either as well. No. And he tells them that's why you're stagnant. And on what? On YouTube? Please. Do you know this is just entertainment? As you say, I've been around for a minute. This is for fun. And you're stagnant. No, go back to Sharon's and y'all do your little profit thing. Because I know what that's about. That's why you threw that up in there. Like it's a competition. F your competition.
Hey, man. And at the end of the day, women don't need to be overprotected, right? I have sisters. I have nieces. I tell them straight up how to act in society. And if they don't, and if there's a problem beyond that, then we're walking in with the force of G.O.D. Even though I'm an atheist and all that stuff, I do have respect for actual Christians and actual Christianity, not fake Christians, not get the bad Christians.
Okay? And that's exactly what it is. It's fake Christians. But yet you're going to pull yourself up here and think we don't see. I've been listening to that whole little sermon thing for the longest. Individuals over there, they call it, but then they just roll with it. They know it's not real. It's fake Christianity. I mean, bro, like I've seen this dude act like this for 2+ years, and he tried to come here and present my point of view to me like it's his point of view. It's like, dude, that ain't how you act in all these other places. But look, the reason why I don't have to address so many women online is because I know how to be around women of substance, and that is where I'm going to actually keep it. I'm not going to overprotect women who actually obviously don't need it. A lot of these women can really handle themselves well, especially when it's one-on-one with some of these Delta Novembers. But at the end of the day, he came back to not answer questions. He came back to just address the manosphere in whole, not us in specific, which is fine, but that wasn't the questions that we asked, bro. And MOT, just like, let's give yourself, for example, let's say like Sunkiss is quiet. Let's say the men, even over there on that channel, you got Shadow the Titan. You have other individuals that are married besides Sharon. These are Black men that are married. He's going to sit his butt over there talking about propping up Bad Bunny about, and he had the woman. I'm going to stick with that just for a second. The woman and the child pushing them up. You can't even give props to Shadow the Titan and other Black men that come on that panel like Ethan Man that are married, running businesses. He gonna throw me up in there regardless if I'm in a relationship or not, married or not, as acting like you don't know me. I threw in the elder thing as far as respect, so he'll know who he's talking to and he's addressing. But MOT, he think he knows, but he really don't know. Did you catch that? He thinks he knows, but he don't know. I will shut Bronzeville down. I don't need a mask, and I don't need to hide.
But you have to realize why he had to resort to what he resorted to. Because when it comes to men of substance, we don't have track records like that. Now, the average Delta November you run into, that's all they're online for. It's to gain an audience, complaining about women. To me, most of these women get themselves in situations that they ain't supposed to be in. And that's why we got the court system. That's why we have all types of systems in place that actually protect women. I don't think women need to be overprotected any more than they already are right now, and especially not by people like him. But you know what? Look, man, We gave the dude the opportunity to come up here to have a realistic conversation about his behavior because he presented himself in a way that isn't consistent with how he acts or says things on these actual panels. And I keep telling people that this profit motive driven type of talk, it doesn't buy you the credibility to come out here and be on some brand new stuff when you go somewhere else. Like, to him, bravery is coming up here and not answering our questions and trying to address us or address other issues as if they're answering the question that we asked. We asked you very specific questions about his behavior. And you're like,
Also-
oh, well,
also-
you're an internet talk guy, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no,
right.
dude.
Internet gangster or something. Yeah. But he don't. Yeah, exactly. MOT. When it comes to us and our real lives, it ain't nothing like that. Like I mentioned, we've been around a long time ago when it used to be fun. When it was fun. He hasn't done his homework. Just like yesterday, he's speaking on some things. I believe it was brought up about the NFL. The Super Bowl. About Bad Bunny and not even knowing what he said, but we supposed to be giving him props, and that's why I mentioned in the conversation. I didn't get a chance to mention to him, and not trying to be so long with it, but it doesn't matter. I'll say it right now. On it, it was mentioned. Someone who's going to out-top it. Someone's going to have to out-top next year's Super Bowl. And I thought to myself, okay, this is crazy because Bad Bunny, according to Brunsville, he's brilliant. He's being propped up and all this extra stuff that we need to do and follow behind that culture. Well, what do we got to do? As I mentioned, we got to show ourselves with props of picking cotton.
Bro, we had the Beyonce and Bruno Mars halftime show, bro. Like, we had our moment. We had Snoop Dogg up there with 50 Cent and Dr. Dre.
Yes.
Dude, we had our moment. It's like, bro, listen, at some point, the Latin culture is going to stand up, and they're going to represent very well. Like, I'm not sure if people watched the movie Blue Beetle. I didn't like the movie because I don't like Blue Beetle as a character, but how they presented the actual Hispanic culture in that movie is something that we should always kind of be on. And I had no doubt that this dude was going to burn the house down in a way that represented his culture. That dude went there to represent Latino people in a time where Latino people are being persecuted by the government. Stuff that we thought black people was for. Now black people are for, like, going after working class Hispanic people. And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, it's not for me to speak on his actual performance. His performance wasn't for me. Bad Bunny's performance was before his community. All the other people who are not represented in society, people who don't have voices. He represented his community, number one, America, number two, and everybody else tertiary, or maybe even quaternary down the line. I understood why he went up there. I understood why the NFL chose him to go up there. And yes, they have these things going on behind the scenes about what they know this person's going to do. Like, you're not going up there and presenting something that they don't like. Dude, we had Prince up there singing Purple Rain in the rain, unscheduled. We had our moment. Too many moments. Dude, it's okay for these people to have their moments too. They're Americans just like us. They're going to be persecuted by these evil evangelical Christians that these people want to side with. All of a sudden, they want to forget the history of how they used to be after us 5 minutes ago, but now they own some Negro nativist stuff to where they trying to help these people get these Latinos out of here, but don't own any organizations about getting those jobs in the first place. So that way you won't even have to worry about the immigration issue. That's why I'm not online. I'm online. I'm not online because I'm building organizations so that way we can get those jobs and hiring everybody, not leaving nobody out. So when these people are talking about doing stuff for the community, they want you to include unprincipled individuals in it, so that way it'll never work. And I keep telling people up front, the people who are complaining about the benefits of work are not working. They're here for some entertainment stuff first. They're on some bad chasing stuff first.
That's exactly what they're on. They're not trying to help the community. Yeah. That's exactly what it's turned to. After all the time I've known you, MOT, and we've watched it, let alone grow, that's all it's been about. It has been about that for a very long time.
Full circle.
You know? Yeah.
I've been here 13 years. How many times have me and you jumped on the panel together for one specific reason to address one specific person in all of the years? It has never happened.
Right.
It is never
There you go. Right. Right. You
because
know,
people assume that I'm one way until you actually listening to what I'm saying rather than what people propose that I actually talked about and said. Like when I was talking about burning it down, I want it burned to the ground so that way it wouldn't be reanimated and re-weaponized by these unprincipled, untalented men. But we use these people's inabilities to solve problems as a means. Pop went out the window and R&B went out the window. The manosphere went out the window along this very specific means. And I don't have a need to overprotect people because you can't be a working class person or desire to be working class and be on this nonsense at the same time. I don't. This city-minded stuff is only a means of covering their actual get-the-bag mentality online, which is unprincipled, sacrilegious, and it's just not needed. But at the end of the day, I'm okay with the way I acquitted myself today. I asked very specific questions to a very specific person about very specific reasons. And the person decided to address you or the rest of the manosphere because of it. When he was talking to you about your very specific reasons, he just pushed that stuff to the side and started trying to actually cape for women. And it's like, bro, we're not those type of content creators.
We're not. He tried it and didn't think he was going to catch it. It's like, Paul, slow down. Slow down, Sharon. Slow down.
But no full circle. You got to let him get it out.
Right, I got to let you get it out. Squeeze it out your system. Got to get it out. Oh, yeah, it hurt. He felt it. I got him. But see, he doesn't realize I'm not about popularity. Like we in high school, I'm not here for popularity.
I'm beyond that.
You don't even see me around. I'm look at MOT. We both are. We've been around.
I had 800 people in the chat when I was typing down these dating coaches. I've done that, and guess what? I had to realize that I was part of the problem. And I had to throw that whole platform away. Well, not you know the people who I attracted because of those reasons. I had to throw all those people away because they wanted to hear the back and forth. They didn't want to solve problems. And I realized that, look, none of these people want to solve problems, and I'm fine with that. Because, see, people want to, like, you're a real person who's in the middle. So when I talk about people who's in the middle, I'm not talking about the people who only have smoke for the Democratic Party, act like they're down with conservatives. Like, real independent people don't do that. Real independent people are not trying to support white supremacy and try to blame black women politically for stuff. Like, people who are actually in the middle have to do twice the work. And most of these people are just here for a profit-driven motive. And these people were just protecting Anton and not understanding the cultural and racial disrespect that he was laying down upon the entire culture in front of an actual comedian, because that conversation was designed for him to get stolen. And it was designed for him to actually get paid for being stolen. But, dude, at the end of the day, my area works fine. I'm proud of the actual achievements that we made in our area. We got rid of our child support issues, and we're doing fine.
Yes. I got to throw this in there, and NT just jumped on before I let him. I mean, not me let him, but Queen Sunkiss before NT speaks. Have you noticed this, MOT? I remember back then when Kevin Samuels, there was a snippet that he mentioned to someone that was asking him. Kevin Samuels addressed this individual and says, well, I think it was about money. Well, pretty much it was about, do you have a, you know what I mean? Do you have a big D? Do you have a big D? It was that, what was it, years ago? He stayed on that. It clicked in my head. I said, I got it.
I did a response to that video.
Okay. Yeah. But look at this. Hold on, MOT. I see where Anton Daniels got it from. Now I'm like, look at this. Talking about respecting the community. Check this out. You've been on Fox, Phil the Advice Show. You jumping around to all these different panels. I believe he'll be going to Tasha K's if he hasn't done it already. I believe he's done it. It hasn't been put out there yet. You doing all this, but I have seen snippets that he's addressing men of different cultures. Well, I got, and this is a recent video. Well, a married man, of course. Okay, a married man. So if Bronzeville comes up to you talking about the no good suckers, this, the other, and what's weird, that's weird to me that you have to go on a panel, you're a back chaser, you got all these Patreons, no hate, and you got to talk about and brag. A man of means, of substance, he got to brag about what he got going on down there. Even the sisters, whatever race, Women in general agree. A man that got to brag about his, 9 times it's going to be the opposite. But a man that for the women out there that you know of, got to brag about yours. And Anton recently did that again for the second time on my stuff. And if I put it down, if they see it, and I'm looking at it and talking about Bronzeville. Well, what's weird, sir? If he's out there and he's listening, check that. That's weird that a black man, a married black man, ain't just talking about the Corey Holcomb thing, has to brag about what he got down there. That's crazy weird. But I'll land.
Yo, hey, what's going on, fellas? That was hilarious. I got a couple statements, and then I just got a question because I want to give some context. So the statements of this, right? Brownsville, along with a lot of them, they kind of new around here, bro. So they're not familiar with your content, MOT, or even the way the old manosphere got down and shit like that. Like a lot of that stuff was predicated on debate. So when they come, they spit out a bunch of talking points and try to have the counter talking points. And he kind of just did, Brownsville just did what he does, as y'all noticed. So he really didn't have much of an answer. He just went back to the same thing, big up the queens and all that other shit. Yo, cool. But that's one of the reasons why I don't even bother going back and forth no more. Because I MOT with that, it's a cash grab. It's a cash grab. You know you can do that. Just like you said, you can either have smoke for the women or you can pander to the women. But that's kind of there's nothing in between. There's no balance. So if he was familiar with your content, or even if y'all was having a conversation, you probably would have been able to get some of that stuff out, like you said, MOT. You know what I'm saying? Me and you done talked about things, politics. Me and Full Circles done talked about a lot of stuff too. So y'all are like multifaceted dudes. Y'all are not the typical dudes that they used to talking to over there. So that's why the conversation went the way it did, if it was even a conversation. But I do have a question for y'all now.
Yeah.
What is it exactly do y'all believe that Brownsville needs to apologize for? Like, what did y'all consider disrespectful?
No, like to me, I know he's a troll, so I wouldn't ask him. So I just came up here to address his previous behavior on other people's panels about, some of this anti-black stuff. But when he tried to present himself as he wasn't that guy who said those things, then there was no real reason to actually even address it. I'm just like, look, we're talking about specific behavior. He wanted to address the worst people in the manosphere. And once that's the case, then there's no real reason to have an actual conversation. And I'm not going to follow him to other places. I'm not going to troll him. I'm not going to add him anywhere or none of that stuff, because he had this opportunity to answer my very specific truncated questions along with Full Circles. So that's what I wanted to address, because the way he presented himself, I wanted to make sure that he was going to be that person after he left and went back to doing whatever he was doing, which I know he's incapable of because it's a cash grab, like you said. Because I knew what was going to happen when he was jumped up here. So I just wanted to make sure that he's going to live down this holier than thou, and I'm here to protect the kings and queens and stuff outside this conversation. That was my only point of position of being up here. That's it. That's nothing.
Mm-hmm. And Auntie, and just to address it, he doesn't have to apologize for anything. It's what I've witnessed over there, even though he says, oh, well, that's a lie. Okay, well, I apologize. If I say I've never, so to Bronzo, if he's listening, and to the audience, I apologize when I say I've never heard. But at the same time, I've witnessed at other times on the channel where there have been individuals that have spoken on something that wasn't true, not really put him in his place, but they've spoken on things, and he'll just sit there, or he'll disappear, or he'll come back, or he'll just pause and won't say, you know what? I might have been mistaken. That's the part where I was getting at. It's not to really make him look bad. It's just the part where it's like I on a regular, but it's rare that I hear it. And I'm gonna throw this. This is no shade. You hear that from women. You know how it's like out there. Women don't apologize. They don't apologize. Women just don't do it. Let alone propping up the women. I don't hear that from him. That was my point. But like I said, over here, we were just looking for the conversation. I forgive me, Sunkiss and Big J. I cursed. Yes, I did. But it's rare. I can get it in as well. But that wasn't what I was trying to do. I wanted us to have a professional conversation. And as you mentioned, Auntie, we're well-rounded. more than many know. So for him to think and act like, and he gonna just go off some clickety clack off of YouTube, and that's why you're stagnant. I can give two fishes about this in real life. Let's do that. And he's trying to put up a bet. Do you really want to do that? See, I don't have to come with the rights and the preacher talk. That's not me. That's not me. I have a foundation and a background. Right.
I'm an atheist, and I would never play with God like that.
Sure. But there you go. I would never do that. So by him coming to the pulpit, so to speak, over there on Sharon's over here, and think that he could pull that, because did you notice all of that changed when he's over there and and then had the nerve, when was it, just yesterday? He's probably done it before. Had the nerve to say, well, I see that the panel's getting emotional. And I believe that's when Vaughn was like, oh, she did a little, here we go. You're right, Vaughn. Here we go. He had to throw that in there. And I was waiting for him to throw that over here with some grown men that's ready to go toe to toe in conversation, not in real life, and say, well, see, these two men are emotional. One is old school and MOT and whatever you about. I know you, MOT, but I don't know this individual. Who's this man right here? This Jive Tucky. Yeah, I got something for you. Let's have the conversation, and please address MOT. Don't put it back on me. Because see, he saw it, but he didn't see it. He didn't expect it. And I'm so thankful for him coming back, being a man to come back. Because I didn't expect him to come back, MOT, Auntie, and Sunkiss, but he came back.
He did worse by coming back.
If he would have came back, if he comes back next time, he's going to be like, woo, that thunderbolt. He's going to get that thunderbolt of Zeus from the skies. He's going to be ready.
That's why I was curious, because that's what I started listening. And it seemed like I was having two separate conversations. Like, I was trying to break something down, and then he went back to the same conversation that they kind of have over there. So that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I'm not gonna say I get ass, but I get it. That's just what they do. Like, it's just straight line, same direction. Hey. Men,
but it hits so many points when it comes to other people, though. It hits so many points when it comes to most people.
and then Auntie, he came over and says, why don't you? I'm like, you ain't did your homework. I've been there, done that. Why don't you address and go after them? Oh, so next, what you gonna tell me to do? Go after Corey Holcomb and do the Anton thing, go face to face after all that was going on, like they discussed on that channel even recently. I'm not going after Corey. I'm not going after other individual manosphere. This is just right now, it's like you said, it's entertainment at this point. It ain't nothing. We've been around so long to be like, hey, even from O'Shea, Duke Jackson. Remember, Auntie, back in the days, O'Shea, I was the man. And all of that went right out the window from fantastic. It went in one direction. We have so many individuals, and speaking of old school, that have been around that was like, I got the solution. I'm going to do this. What makes Sharon and Cuzzo, Bronzeville, think that they're any different? They're not. They're not. Because they're on the bandwagon too as well.
Well, it's easy to do that now, just like MOT said, because there really ain't no manosphere no more.
No. It's black YouTube representing manosphere talking points to people as if it's theirs. So the only thing they're doing is stealing the valor of the actual works of the manosphere and presenting it to a new audience as if it's their content. So it is stealing.
Back in the day when you spitting out manosphere and that Rimbro shit and all of that, the manosphere would have actually pulled up and challenged you on it, just the way y'all just did. But just the fact that you can just do that every day and it ain't happened yet, that should tell you ain't really no manosphere no more.
No, once again, he didn't do his homework. It's no manosphere. He didn't do his homework. That's why I was like, you're not gonna get, as he said, you're not gonna get away. And then he got the nerve, the goals, the ball pause to say for me to reprimand MOT. What? He didn't reprimand this man. We got
trying to get him an answer.
Recalibrate your words, sir. Recalibrate. I don't need to do that.
Start doing that. I don't even really get involved with it anymore, because we can debate all day, every day, on that, because you making stuff up, really don't know what you're talking about, and then it's gonna just like Full Circles is saying, oh, you getting emotional and all of that other stuff because you're speaking with a little passion, some conviction, or certain things you're just not gonna allow. We know how it works because you done been around here for a while. But I'm just saying, I mean, can y'all get a dude a little bit of grace, because he don't know. He don't know.
But Anton, I mean not Anton. Sorry. No. I mean, I keep saying that because I got issues with Auntie, and I'm sorry, forgive me. I have an issue with him as well. Ain't no difference. He does it as it. How can I say this? He doesn't know. Yes, he does, because he knows what he's there for. And the thing that I have an issue with is that he continues to do it and act like he doesn't know. You know, giving him some grace, and he's right there. MOT was giving him the opportunity, and I stayed out of it. You know, with the whole hypocrite thing, and I laughed at it. I was like, if I'm a hypocrite, you the king of hypocrites. But I had to throw that in there because I remember back in the days from being on different panels of being like, I've toned it down, like long-winded just to get my point out. But I'm like I love it. I love today because it was like, let's get straight to the point. There's an issue and a problem. Like you said, Auntie, you've let it go. I haven't been around in ages, for a long time. But it was like, this is your opportunity, Bronzeville. And I watch it over there where they let things just slide. And I listen to it. I'll go off the times there's even ignorance and they let it slide. Lately, I've been watching individuals say, no, that's not true, including with Bronzeville. No. He'll just get quiet. And he'll run over there to his cousin. Well, cousin, do you agree with it? Do you think that what was over there was a threat? What Kendrick Lamar is doing, that's a problem? We should be more like this. I get that, but at the same time, don't put your own down. Just like you got with Anton over there, asking him the question. We all caught it. What are you? Well, I'm this. You're not this? I'm a Christian. Black is just a construct. You don't even know who you are. And then on other times he's put up videos, and I have the clips. White people love me. They adore me. Oh boy, check this out. Listen to what we listening to. But we've heard it before, Auntie, and they rise through the fire and to the sky with all of this, the bag cheese or this and that and the other, and putting and stepping down like Terminator on the skulls, the robots. That's how they're doing it. For my children. We ain't no children over here. We're grown, and that's why I put it in his face. We're grown men over here, Bronzeville. You got it twisted, including yourself, Auntie, intellectually, in all types of ways. He got us all the way effed up. Do your homework. And when you see and hear something, even over there on Sharon's, it needs to be called out. It needs to be called out. Don't let them get away with nothing. Nothing.
That's why I just addressed it, and we're done with it. This will ever be immortalized. It's not on my channel, not on his channel. It's on a separate channel. So that way people can see what happened. When I asked him a very specific question about his behavior, he punted, and I'm like, okay, we're done. There's no real reason to address it again. I get it. At the end of the day, he doesn't know. And to be real with you, those actual points of what he said, it does hit a lot of people who call themselves manosphere at this point, but that ain't us. But I get it. I don't expect much out of these people, but I do expect them at least be able to answer a question. And now that I know that everything's profit-driven and get the bag-driven, hey, man, it's just time to put some work in. You know, make your own community better. Stop trying to get everybody to do the work for you, and just make your own stuff better, because I'm not trying to live around stuff that don't work, okay? I want to live in stuff that actually do work, and a lot of people can't exist in that construct. Because the functioning community doesn't need bullshit artists. It doesn't need get the bag people. It doesn't need, fake Christians. It doesn't need any of that shit. Principle actually doesn't need foolishness to function. People bring the foolishness because they lack principle, which is fine. I could just find somewhere else to be. I've had 800 people in the chat talking about dating coaches and foolishness. And then I just felt like a hoe ass clown, even though I was bringing in $5,000 a month. $5,000, should I make that in fucking 2 days? Like, what? Why would I keep trying to keep these dudes stuck in a position that I'm not going to benefit off of and they're not going to benefit off of? Now, a lot of people would have never given up that type of power. And that's why I changed what I talk about, so that way I can attract different types of people. Because I know most of these people ain't ready. And that's fine. But the archive is going to be there where your ass is ready. So you can see that I was talking about the same stuff about getting your stuff together and stop trying to prop up women who actually don't need your help. The government has a whole system that props up women. They don't need this shit, dude. They got infinite dick. They got infinite access to calling the police, infinite access to the court system, infinite access to the district attorney. They don't need self-esteem from people that they don't know, but they'll take it. But at the end of the day, listen, man, just get better actual things for yourself so that way you're not out here actually thinking that you're helping these people by keeping them in a non-progressive state and trying to cover up for their mistakes. That's all I got, man. Thanks for asking.
Right. And MOT, let me throw this in there, and this is for you and Auntie. The part that he threw out there and say, hey, why don't I believe myself specifically, and he might have included you, MOT, go after those specific brothers or go after the minister or certain individuals. I'm sitting here listening to a show over there. I said, you know what? Why don't you do like Anton, since they're speaking on the Corey Holcomb, and I don't justify, I don't back that up in one way, shape, fashion, or form. What Corey and his actions, what he represents, any of that, regardless of how long he's been in the game. Check this out. Pay your $500 like Anton, or go to one of his comedy shows and address that man face to face. If not that, we'll even do one better. Go out of your area, your little square, the Sharon Bracey show, and jump on different panels. Because I haven't seen him. Now, he might jump over and say, well, that's a lie as well. I've been over here, here, and here. I haven't seen you. Why don't you dress those individuals? Jump on there. Get it in. Get in the mud. Don't just be over on Sharon's and just talk and for us and say, hey, why don't you go for them? I'm not your soldier. I'm not your pawn. I'm not your knight or any of that. I'm not doing any of that. I don't need to. Go ahead, MOT.
But full circle. He's trying to get us to fight people like him, but not him. What is that?
I caught that too. But he thinks that we don't. Once again, along with Auntie Sunkiss, shout out to you. I know you've been quiet, but check it out. We're 2-3 steps ahead of him. I know I am. So when he was throwing it out there, I'm like, I'm already gonna catch it. I'm covering all squares. Come on, well, since you know I know you enough, not in real life. Give a damn about that. I know you enough over here to know how you get down, and I know how you gonna get it.
He doesn't know that me and other people have had these discussions. It's crazy that me and Taz is kind of on the same page at this point, 7 or 8 years later, given how we started off. Because we actually did want actual things to be better, and a whole lot of people did. And that's my fault for not seeing it up front. But that's just where we at, man. It's a profit-driven thing. And
right.
I'm sorry. I could just look. Now, there had to be growth on my part to stop being part of the problem and propping these dudes up and start pushing them towards solutions. I mean, because all these issues about women are nothing but unrealized financial complaints. You can't do the fly shit to attract women. You don't have enough principal to keep a good woman around or actually attract them. Because here's the thing. The women would be as bad as they say they are if they accepted them in their current form. Unreformed, unproductive, unrefined. But the fact that they're still complaining about women when women have chosen better men, that tells you a lot about the dudes who are propping up this gender war between men and women. Says a lot about the people who still own that. 50 and 60 years old, damn near dead, still need the gender war, and people not progressing so that way they can be able to, quote unquote, have a voice. I'm tired of it, man. I don't have to address it anymore.
And MOT, and that's why I came in and starting this out and say, you don't believe half the stuff that you're saying, do you? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. But then, yeah, you are part of the problem. The solution? Who are you kidding? So you are part of the problem. Yeah, you're going to come in here and throw that preacher talk. And shout out to Taz. Taz, yeah, it took a minute, like you mentioned. Taz, what's up? And shout out to Nyla as well. They've been around. It took a minute, but we saw it. We've seen it. Like you said, MOT, you didn't say anything sooner, but it came around finally. We all see it for what it is. And as you said, Auntie,
I was wrong for not seeing it.
They knew school. No. Yeah, I got you.
They don't know. And look, I was in the clouds. I was listening to Bombs the other day. I think it was May or somebody that mentioned how the pandering is just bad. And look, you know, me and you, Full Circle, we had this conversation a long time ago. That shit is bad on both sides to be pandering.
It is.
To be pandering to women because you
I
get
agree.
a rooted version of reality, and the world is not that when you go out there. The world is not that. So,
I really can't stand these red pill women either, because they're keeping this dude stuck in the actual.
I say that's even worse. Yeah, no. The women that pander to dudes are even worse than dudes pandering to women. You know,
but Auntie,
it's all the modern day woman's fault. It's like, nah, nigga, hey, you got issues too. You need to fix, homeboy.
Right. And check this out, Auntie. He let me throw this in there. He threw it at me and said, "Oh, you moving the goalpost," and I gave him the example. If I saw you, Auntie MOT, in real life, Sunkiss and her husband, I'm going to address at a restaurant. I'm going to address the men first. I'm gonna do it on here on the internet. Oh well, it's different. And he's letting us know. Oh no, I'm all for it. I'm all balls of pause. I'm all in it to win it. Women first. Women first. He's on that. I'm not. You can do what you want. Me personally, I'm going to address the men. And that's why I gave the example. I thought it was, hey, Mr. Christian man, God, the man, woman, and child. So when it comes to over there, I'm like, why can't Jesus? Oh, well, I addressing the men individually. You ain't got to do that. But I know as far as in different in perspective and the categories, it's God, men, women, and child. Kings, queens, and the children. You know, I looked at it as that. I didn't think I was wrong, but I looked at it as if like, I don't see why you're going to turn it around and say, oh, well, you have a problem. I don't know why you men and such as yourself got a problem with that. I don't understand why the men who are married and got families, you can't address it. And he did the same with Kendrick. He just went for Kendrick and didn't say, but hold on. He has a wife and he hasn't been in the media like that. Yeah, I believe she's mixed, but okay. He has a family. He couldn't even address that. And then got the nerve to say, well, Bad Bunny, he didn't. And I get that. Okay, it is what it is. For the Super Bowl, he didn't have on no dress and didn't put out LGBT for the moment. But at the same time, you have children yourself. So who would you rather your children follow? I mean, do as you will, but you want them to follow behind Bad Bunny or Kendrick Lamar and his message. And then he throws in there too, Bronzeville, well, my message and ideology. That's when I was like, there you go, preacher man. Your message and ideology. And that's why when Big J, when he left, yeah, Mr. Book of Eli, you think you slick. Because that's what you're doing when you're over on Sharon's, trying to preach something to the rookies and the new school people. The new school.
And he had the nerve to talk about consistency. Had the nerve to talk about consistency. I'm like, with the conversations being had because of inconsistency. But hey man, at the end of the day, I'm just glad that I don't need black foolishness in order to pay my bills, in order for me to have a voice in the world. So shout out to that. Shout out to my grandfather for putting me on the path of telling me how full of it most people are going to be in life. And I'm just still on that same path. I mean, that's just what it is. And I don't care if nobody listens at this point. My area works just fine. And I'm going to keep working for things. Even if these people don't help, it ain't gonna help them overall, but at least I can make sure that my stuff is actually great where it is. I don't have to actually over create to cover certain groups of people who've given up already or who are not in communities that are my own. It's just that people have to grow up, but they can't because the profit is too strong. They can't benefit off an actual beneficial community. That actually does work. I mean, there's two types of communities. There's a community to which you actually contribute towards, and then there's the community that they talk about. It's the community that they want to keep broken and destroyed. They want to keep, throwing high points to women that don't need it. They want to provide cover for weak ass men who just ain't got their shit together, but expect a woman at the end of the day to act like a chaste woman, even though they're not a traditional dude. Like, everything's working the way that it should be working right now. So,
and let me throw this at you, MOT, and this is for you too, Auntie. I got to give you both props because even on your channels and on your show, and I've seen it. You're thankful for it, and I'm gonna show you where I'm going with this. When it comes to donations and contributions, you're not sitting there like, and I'll drop that name on Sharon, like Sharon's show, where it's like, oh my God, why aren't you all giving the money? Giving the money? Am I not doing enough? This and the other. You're not on your shows doing that. You do your stuff regardless of its entertainment, and if it's come, it comes. You're blessed with what you get. But you're not asking and you're not begging for it. So that's why when Bronzeville said, well, that's why you're stagnant. Why? Because you did your little quick research and homework. I don't do this for what you think. You over there doing it, helping Kozo doing all that. But for you two gentlemen, I've never seen you all do that. You know, I don't see you do it. You do your thing, and that's it. You call it a night. You're done. You're going off to your own lives, and that's what I do. I'm rarely around. I came for this special moment just to make a point and to address an issue and a particular person, and that's why I stopped. I said, no, Sharon, it's not really with you. I mean, it can be, but it's not. It's this person right here with the pom-poms, and I'm not calling him, that, and he's not. I'm speaking of him as a grown man, that he has his pom-poms, but at times he's not right all the time. There's times when he's wrong, and he's sitting there preaching, and I get it. Like you say, Auntie, I know what it's for. I've been seeing what it was for. It doesn't make it right, but that's their business. But I do give you both props, and it's like we have been around, and it wasn't supposed to be like that. Back then, I had an issue back then where it's like that was supposed to make a difference and a change, and that's when I stepped away. I said, "Oh no, I'm good," and I'll continue to even after I'll be around after tonight. I'll be around, but I had to address that because I was like, enough is enough. Is anyone over there gonna say, you know what? Besides the ones that are on that panel, gonna say, you know what? Nah, they've done it, but they didn't really do it. To be like, you know what? You're full of it, man. You're full of it. You're being nice about it, and no shame to them. It is what it is. They know no better. I give it to you, Auntie. I'll take that. They don't know. So I'll run with that. I'll roll with that. They just don't know. But for Bronzeville, don't act like you know, sir, because you don't have a clue. But we can do it again anytime.
He's going to go back to acting exactly what he was previous to being on, man. And I don't have to do that. And to them, we have to allow them the grace to be hypocritical, to allow them to be around. I'm like, hey, man, that shit is beneath me at this point. Beneath me to actually try to carry on conversations with people who don't want to act like a full citizen of the country to which they actually live in and expect everybody else to do the work for them. I'm sorry, you're not part of any community. Except for the get the bag and the bag chase community. People don't care. Other than that, dude, these people don't deserve the actual right to start talking about community and start love bombing on these fucking women that don't know how to act and can't fucking protect themselves from bullshit they put themselves in. Man, fuck that. I'm not doing that.
And then they hide behind Christianity. Right. And they hide behind Christianity. That's the next gimmick, the scam. Every time
they want to cover themselves in the blood of Jesus. Well, every time they get criticized.
Anton wasn't totally wrong when he said that a bunch of these folks are like his sons. And this ain't no new manosphere or nothing like that. It's just the old manosphere is dead, and this is just what kind of grew in its space. In its place.
But he did that on purpose.
I'm just saying, it's in Anton's image. You got to pander really hard in one direction, whichever that might be. There's going to be two sides to every coin. So without light, there's no dark. Without up, there's no down. Without left, there's no right. So that's just what it is. You keep saying manosphere enough times and putting it in your titles and coming up with acronyms. Eventually, that's still driving algorithms. So they're going to do that. And just like you said, they're going to hide behind Christianity, all of that other stuff. So, I wouldn't call them necessarily bag chasers, probably bag chaser adjacent or something like that. But it's really the same thing. And yeah, you got a small subsector of YouTube that's kind of in Anton Daniels' image. I got to admit that.
Yeah, but hold on, Auntie. Go ahead, MOT. Wait, let me throw this in, MOT. Check out what you just said, Anton. Anton, damn, Auntie. Forgive me, damn. Because I got to bring him up. Auntie, Anton took. Do you remember when he went to the funeral? And maybe he bragged about it. He went to the funeral. Not everyone went to the funeral of Kevin Samuels. Yes. Yeah. He went to the funeral. O'Shea didn't go. Others didn't go to the funeral. We were support. Yeah, Dennis Sperling. Others didn't go on that manosphere. They didn't go. Anton was on chorus and he said, "I studied you." Anton did the same thing. He studied the manosphere. He took talking points. He studied Tommy. A lot of things that when Anton is speaking, he's taken from different individuals. Hurley has done the same, but it shows you how easy it is. We've been around to where it could have been anyone that has a voice, that has a gift for gab. and did it just like that. But he took it and put it all in a pot and stirred it. So as far as, like you said, you're correct, Auntie, with my children, and following him like the Pied Piper, that is exactly what it was. But at the same time, many wanted to be like Kevin. It wasn't just outsiders that give him praise and say, oh, remember the Godfather thing. They wanted to be like the Godfather. So he's gone. Like that Tupac Biggie thing. Take him out the picture. So now it's Anton. All he did is took certain things and put it all in one pot. And now it's like, and my children, not just on some cult level where it's like, we've seen this before. And another thing about Anton, he watches a lot of movies. Because when he speaks of things, it's different snippets from different movies. He's a movie watcher. And he's taking it, he's putting it in the pot as well, and he's spewing it out to the people, to the masses. Not like Jim Jones, but it's like drink. You drink. On some 28 days later type of something. Drink. You, my son, daughter, drink. And at the same time, you give. But hey, I'm a hide behind Christianity and my 20-something years of marriage. It's been done before. Yeah, and they all wanted to be like Kevin. And someone said, oh, yeah, I was always down with Kevin. I ain't gonna drop no names. I was always down with Kevin, but was talking about him like a dog. But yet at the same time, yeah, I just got to find the secret serum, the secret of how he did all of that with the subscribers and everything. And then you have the others coming in place, Pearl included. And then they
just want to profit and benefit off of black male misery and problems, just like the previous people did. It's just nothing real technical about it. It's just that the community overproduces this type of individuals that don't have their stuff together. They desperately need to put the focus on somebody else as if they're the problem. When I'm telling you, like the moment I didn't get access to good women until I got my shit together, and not a moment before that. It started with me, and other groups would not allow me to be a part of their group. Like when I owned that club in Denver, plenty of people wanted to actually, we fuck with you because you're military, you're ex-law enforcement, but you own this club, so we can't fuck with you, we can't have you around. And they had to explain that you having this club means that you'll sell out any single person to keep this club functional. And the moment I got rid of that shit, that's when I was able to go back into those communities that I was previously part of and had no problems. But the problem was I never changed. But they expect for people who are in those type of things to be a certain way. And they were right to keep my ass away from it. Because if I'm willing to keep up an environment like that, there's no telling who I would sell out in order to keep that stuff functioning the way that functions. So, it's just something that I had to learn.
I mean, look, as a former club owner, and I always use that analogy all of the time because I used to manage, a club. I used to bartend, so I know how to, sometimes all you need is a packed parking lot, and all of a sudden you got a popping club. You can have in that bitch, your beer never gets rotated, you got sound issues, rats, all of that. But if the parking lot is packed, there's a line around the corner, you got the most popping spot in town. That's kind of what it is. So these people don't really care if they're saying something to help the community or whatever, as long as it's a packed parking lot and it's a line around the corner, even if it means you got to let people sell dope in your club and sell box, whatever, as long as the place is packed.
And I've worked clubs, Auntie. I've worked the club as well for 3 years and promoted concerts. I know how it goes, and you're exactly right. It doesn't matter. As long as it sells out, you can be doing everything under the sun. It don't matter. Even to the point of what MOT said, he took the words out of my mouth, even if it comes down to selling out. Yeah. Even if, and from that example, right here on YouTube, same thing, no difference.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's no different at all. And that's what they'll go back to, the subscriber count, live viewer count, whatever. And it's not about, that's what I said, y'all are having separate conversations. Y'all are talking about better in the community or whatever. But these people are just saying what the people in their chat want to hear.
Correct.
That's it.
They're not even talking to us. He's talking to his audience wherever he's going to be at. So, look.
But MOT, he tried to do it over here, which was sad. It's like, you're over here. You can try to pull that over there. And when we approached him with it, it was going right. It went right through him. It's like, he was like, oh, I'm over here. Wherever he goes, Auntie, he's going to do the same thing. If he was to step out of that arena and like over here in other arenas, he's going to do that whole, that's why I told you I caught it. the message and ideology of MOT and T, he tried to pull it as if like wherever I go, ain't nothing gonna change it. Why you brothers got a problem with that? Because it don't matter. Because I'm never gonna change, sir. I'm not trying to change you. I could never do that.
Cool.
Who am I?
And
it's like, cool, exactly.
Full circle. I wish this stuff was this blatant in the 80s. I wish this stuff was this blatant in the 90s. I wish it was this blatant that these people did not care about nothing but profit. We're only seeing this now in the social media space about how full of garbage most of these people are. And the garbage attracts other garbage. It's kind of like going to, Home Depot, buying a lint roller and just rolling it around in the parking lot. Of course, it's made for lint, but you can pick up dirt, dust, wood, rats, droppings, all types of other stuff to think of what they actually are about. And I'm okay with it. But at the end of the day, I'm going to present you with the real. I know certain people ain't going to be able to handle it. And look, I don't have to go around praising people that I don't know. Giving out fake self-esteem to people that I don't know. I control stuff in the real world. I don't have to go and try to be this actual person with a downtrodden, man who just ain't got his stuff together and refuse to fix it. Because there's two parts of it. Most of these people just want a reality to where they could join the conversation and not feel bad about not being shit in life. And I'm not going to allow people to have that shit. Nope.
No,
and I'm not.
That's why I like the club analogy. Real quick, because I'm about to drop down. I like the club analogy. Because look, you got nightclubs, you got gentlemen's clubs, and you got country clubs. So it's really about, what you're presenting. So, the country club is going to be a little bit more exclusive, but, you might not have all of them popping nights, but the longevity is going to be there. So when there's no dress code and all you're doing is charging admission, you're just going to tell the people what it is they want to hear. That's all. So right now, people kind of like that one way or the other content. It's not about being balanced. The balanced content will get you buried in the algorithm. Yeah.
But Auntie, look at this, what you just said with your analogy, your example. You have those ones that have been in business. You've seen them. Let's step away from the internet. And we can use the internet, but let me step away for a moment. You got those ones with businesses. You mentioned the different gentlemen's clubs, different clubs. You'll look in 1 minute in your hometown, wherever you go, travel. Oh, they've been around. Where's that club at? Been around for a year, 2 years, and we've seen it. Went back to the internet, where it's like they didn't know what they were doing and they didn't know what they were talking about. And if all else fails, going back to what MOT says, well, and they said it as well with Anton. Anton didn't used to be like that, didn't used to talk like that. Figured out some things, tweaked some things, and decided to go that route. And all the money started coming in. It's no different from in other channels. Same with business. 1 minute they look up, hey, they're not around no more because they haven't done their homework, their research. They don't know how to run a business, and they're out of business. We've seen them come and go, anti-MOT, where it's like, what happened to such and such? They were just a name in the wind, gone. But then at the same time, they'll sit back and probably reminisce and say, you know what? Maybe if I should have pandered and like the Corey and Anton thing, kiss some butt, maybe and I'll sold out and sell out. Maybe things will be different. Maybe I'll be up there with the Chariot and the Kingdom and the nice cars and the Rolls Royce and Lamborghinis and all that, the Porsches. I did it all wrong. And I see that. You have those ones that wanted to do it the right way or do it a certain way, but we know that's not realistic. So they decide to go this route. And they're looking at it where it's like, well, it's either that or that. To them, that's the results. It's either that or that. Ain't giving a dang about the community or the culture. None of that. It's all crap. So it is what it is. That's why I say after this, it stands exactly where it is, the way I see it.
All these people are, it's barnacles on the ship, slowing down the ship of progress. That's all they are. Barnacles who have glued themselves to the problems of America, Black America, and have to represent these people's fears and lack of progression in them and just carry it back to them. And I tell people all the time, how you make your money closes a lot of doors for you. If you're on that entertainment stuff and you can't do, there ain't nobody with money gonna bring their child around you, bro. You're never gonna be able to get off of that. I understand that that's how some people can make it. I don't actually tolerate it. Period. That's why I keep my stuff straight. I don't have to worry about being betrayed by individuals because I'm part of an actual social system that actually provides for the men and women inside it. And you just don't let people just join your stuff if they ain't got nothing to offer. And a lot of people are not trying to offer anything. They're just trying to benefit. So that's all I got on that issue, man.
But MOT, but let me throw this in there and notice how they cling. They jump on the bandwagon. You have nothing to offer, nothing to contribute. I don't mean just from your pockets. They have nothing as far as making a change, a real change. But I'll jump on just to say that I'm a part of something. I just want to be a part of something. And it's like, okay, we see that as well. We've seen plenty of that. You can go ahead and do that. I'm good. I'm not going to be a part of none of that. But I'm go ahead, MOT.
But full circle, isn't it crazy that most of the people who actually complain about the manosphere are doing manosphere content and pretending that they're not manosphere?
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes. And we've seen that done before plenty of times as well. That's insane. Oh, I'm sorry. It's weird.
Yeah, it is.
It's weird. Yeah, we good. We good. I got out what I had to get out. I know that's for sure. It's been a minute.
Yeah,
very nice. Like Wesley Snipes would say, man, so nice, so pretty. Go ahead.
Well, what you always want to do in life, you always want to put a con man in a position to prove his or her actual point. You always want to do that, and you always want to be in a position to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I do is just ask you simple questions about the actual, the observed, known behavior. And once you skip over it and start answering other stuff, I'm like, gotcha, bitch. Look, I don't have to worry about
it was. When that happened, hey, I didn't say anything. That's why
Me neither. Me neither.
Dave Chappelle, gotcha, bitch. Yeah, I was like, oh, that was quicker than I thought. Check, you know, going into checkmate for check. And, you know, that's what it was. Between chess and checkers, that's exactly what it was. And he's not he's not a chess player. Not at all. And I was like, yeah. And the way he did it and had to revert back to, and it just got there. I said, oh, you done got him out of his element. You done got him out of his, you know, you got him out of his, whatever you want to call it. Oh my God.
And the only thing you got to do is make sure you keep interrupting him at the point that he's not answering the question. And that's recorded. I talked to you about a very specific thing, and then he just started addressing you and started addressing the worst parts of the master. I'm like, that ain't what I talked about. That ain't the question I asked you.
And you know, and that's why I stayed silent, because I wanted him to go and address that out of respect. I was like, you know what? Check him out. He's gonna address the issue or the point. You know, the question that you gave him, the point. He's gonna speak on that specific talking point. And when he went back to me, I said, "Oh no!" And as you, it's over. And I didn't have to snap on it. You jumped on it. I was like, "No! Leave full circle out of this. I'm addressing you, sir. Address what I asked you, sir." And he didn't do that. I said, "Oh, it stung. It stung so bad."
And he just put his hands over his ears and just la his way through the conversation. Like, okay, nigga, like shit, you ain't gotta worry about me readdressing this shit, dude. Like, you had your opportunity right then and right there, and you didn't do it. I don't care what your excuse was. Everybody heard what they heard.
and he did the Anton thing, you know. And like I said, I'm not taking sides with neither one of them. When Corey addressed Anton, he said, "Well, I'll get to that later. I'll get to that." He didn't even do that. He went straight to where it was like, because like with Anton and Corey, he didn't go and sit there with Darlene or D and say, "Hey, D." And where Corey had to say, no, I'm talking to you. What the hell? Don't address D. Same with me. He did that, was like, I'm going to go back to full circle and I'm going to get on him. And what you need to do, old school, brother, peace and love. And that peace and love went out the window. That mess that he say over there, what happened to the peace and love, brother? Yeah, checkmate. Because that went straight out the window as well. That's fake. No good sucker. All that mess he talking about, peace and love. That's why I had to hit him up with that. There ain't no peace and love. Not in this, not today, not with me. You can say that over there. Keep it over there. We gonna hit you with it. And every time you come with it, not figuratively, you're not literally, figuratively, you're gonna get slapped across your head. Every time you come with some side crap, thinking you're gonna try to pull something off. Not over here. Not over here. But he'll remember this day, MOT, Ms. Sunkist. He'll remember this day. I want him to. He'll never get another
like what they do.
like this again.
What they do is they'll go over to other people and just start lying, and they don't have a sense of character to actually look up what was actually said. Just a bunch of Delta November yups who just won't acceptance anywhere because acceptance is nowhere. You have to understand, it's very good that these people are attracted to what they are attracted to. It's easy to dodge at this point. You don't have to go through 15 years of being lost. A lot of these people want to fill that time of inexperience with other people's apathy and pain because that's the only way they can feel anything. And I'm like, look, man, I ain't on that. I don't need that. I will actually be okay with cultivating a different group of people than that. And I got results in real life. What do I need to come online and create a bunch of codependent, weak, servile men? Man,
And I don't even need the attention. I agree, MOT. I don't even need the attention. That's why when he went there and did his little research thing, and I know what he was doing. And it was like, oh, and that's why you're stuck with what? Oh, wow. Now that's the part I'll give it to him where it was like, oh, it's different real life from, now that part I'll give it to him when he addressed me with that. Because I'm like, that part, you don't know nothing about me. You know nothing about me when it comes to that. But going back to that up.
That's why I don't bring wives on camera, bring business on camera. What the fuck for? This ain't what these motherfuckers trying to be. Hell no, man. Like, these niggas trying to be. Listen, man. These people are trying to be agreed with. They're trying to shift blame from themselves to other people. Oh man, I'm not handing you shit to cloud chase a motherfucking thing off of. I'm gonna put this conversation way the fuck up here where you can't join, and I don't give a fuck whether you get it or not. You are your own locale problem.
Right, and gonna throw it to us. Why don't you guys, you men, you in the old school, and you MOT, go after? Why don't you just test the up? STFU up. Shut up with that. Go somewhere with that. That ain't gonna work over here.
So I gotta go and overprotect other people who's unwilling to protect themselves. Are you serious?
Like I'm your soldier. Like I'm your soldier. Yeah. Like, are you serious? Really? Like I'm your soldier. I ain't your soldier. Go over there and you go do that. Go save the world. Go save them. Go save them. You go do that. I know what he on. I know exactly what he on.
Look, I ain't saving shit. Anything these motherfuckers trying to protect, I ain't saving a motherfucking thing. I ain't trying to do none of that goofy ass shit. End of the fucking day, if you ain't got enough sense at this point to stay the fuck away from bullshit, then nothing's gonna fucking help you, Chief. Nothing. Right. I'm not wasting my fucking time.
Right, and I come from a big family, black women. When he threw that out there, I come from a huge family, black women all over, military background in my family, huge. So that's why I was like, you don't know who you talking to and who you addressing, Mr. Whatever, YN ski mask, whatever. Well, I'm laughing within. I didn't have to do that fake laugh. I was like, oh, keep talking that talk. But you don't know. Just like over there, you need to do your homework and your research. But the next time we have this time, you'll know better. You'll know better. Trying to hit on some things and this and the other. And it hits him, but he'll try to throw something in your gas and you move the goalpost and this and the other. And it's like each time when he doesn't like you to have the upper hand. He thinks it's a one-up you type of thing. I've been up against things like in situations like that too, where it's like, let's just have a conversation. This ain't a competition. This ain't a one-upping you type of thing. This is more of like, okay, you got me on that. You got me on that. And at times it can be out of fun. And to me, he can take it personal or not. Either way, I got what I needed to get out. I know that. That had to be had.
And people who are on that type of stuff, they don't know how to deal with fuck that, time's passed, time for you to fucking show your goddamn work. If you have it. Oh, well, you guys need to go like, man, fuck putting in more work, motherfucker. I put in as much work that I need to. The fuck you mean? Just gonna give me a send-off mission, dumb nigga? Man, fuck out of here. I ain't doing that shit.
When he said that too, I caught it right away. I was like, oh, this dude right here, this man. So I can get a brown star from you. Salute. You ain't sending me out on no mission. For what?
Yeah, man,
For you?
I refuse to do
Anybody
business
else?
like that. Yeah, man. Dude, full circle. These are the type of side quests that's in like Silver, dude. You don't even get no experience for doing that shit.
You don't. You really don't. But he think we suckers and we fools. That's why, once again, I'll say it again. I threw in the old school to let him think to be like, you're not talking to no dummies. It wasn't just being old school, meaning like we've been around, plenty of knowledge and experience. You can learn a thing or two, but he thinking that he gonna school us and give out demands and give out different, like you, as you put, missions. Give us a letter. Now go over there and go do that. Yeah, you got me effed up, sir.
Any woman that you think needs to be fucking protected need to be the fuck out of here. Because the women need that level of protection to keep being on the bullshit that they on. And I guess we're going to be here forever. But at the end of the day, sometimes you got to hear the screams, and sometimes you got to close the motherfucking door and let them motherfuckers be a one tragedy minimum. Fuck that. This whole over-encompassing community shit, so that way we can just keep fuck niggas around. Hey, man, I don't know where you get that shit from. Hey, man, I do not operate like that. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know exactly how I operate, and that's what's kept me around for a very long time.
That's what I'm saying.
And the futures to come, and more years to come.
I do not have these problems in real motherfucking life because I got motherfuckers who protect me, and I protect them, and we have decided that we're not gonna do anything but protect our fucking own, and we gonna be that community. And the rest of these people who need additional help outside of that from a locale, man, fuck those people. They're a drag on everybody.
And outside of this MOT, I'm gonna add on to that. My circle is small. That's why when he's saying what he's saying, yeah, small, sir. Very small. Listen, MOT. Man. That's all I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
Listen, man. Everybody know where the Wayne Manor's at. Everybody ain't coming to the Batcave or Wayne Manor. Everybody ain't like coming to the motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, shit, you know where the address is. At the end of the day, we could come out here and team up, nigga, but you better not show your motherfucking ass up at Wayne Manor or the fucking Batcave asking for no help, nigga. Fuck out of here with that.
I was gonna add on, or the Thundercat lair. Ain't nobody coming.
Oh, yeah.
No. That ain't happening.
Fuck that.
It's on lock. That's why I was like, yeah, you need to recalibrate all that, sir. Recalibrate. Yeah. You keep using that. Use that for yourself. It ain't gonna work over here. But yeah, MOT. But yeah, man, it was fun.
Yeah, man. True protection is environmental. It's not individual.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
He all right though, man. You know, he can just run his troll shit on whoever's gonna fucking listen, man. Like I don't consider these dumb niggas as part of the black collective. I think these people are just parasites. I look at these people as slugs, as leeches, as barnacles that attach themselves to ships that have to be scraped off when you come to port. So people just glue themselves to problems. Man, like, bro, I don't treat these people like adults, rational adults. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna ask you a specific question and see if you're capable of answering it. If you can't, that's cool. My community works fine. These motherfucking kids who ain't doing shit. Yeah, man, you fucking teach them about some socialization. You ain't got no choice but to get your motherfucking shit together. Because everybody else got this shit together, and the moment some shit come up missing, then I guess we got to get you the fuck out of here.
and MOT right, and I at times internet, real life, either way. Once again, people say, "Oh, the internet and real life, it ain't the same." Let's just say this: I've given it, let's say the internet, for example, the benefit of the doubt. When I've witnessed and seen, where, as you mentioned, what you just said, I've just walked away. That's why I hadn't been around. I hadn't been around. I mean, I could be around.
Need to be here.
At times I'm wrong, but I don't need to be here. For what?
The people who need to be here, they have to wait on the next thing to happen so that way they can fucking talk about it. Period. And me, they want to do this false equivocation piece where I'm productive because I keep up bullshit and you're productive because you don't. We're the same. No, nigga, we're not the motherfucking same. And don't ever
No,
fucking
we're
think
not
the
the
same.
same.
Fuck
Right.
outta here.
We're not the
No.
same. We're not the same. And I wanted him to see that. I wanted him to realize that. I ain't talking about the cursing and this and the other. I wanted him to see, MOT, I wanted him to see that. I wanted it to get through his head so he could realize who he was talking to and who he was dealing with and who he was facing. Yeah, we're not the same. And you're not going to push your message and ideology on me or on us. You're not. It's not going to work. You're not going to throw the little hypnotist or hypnotizing thing that goes back and forth, swaying back and forth in front of my face. That don't work. The pendulum or whatever. Swinging it back. Yeah, you're in my, oh, yes, now you're sleepy. Now you're following behind me. And now you're doing what I say. I was like, oh, check this out.
Hey, man, look. When it comes to the gaslighting and the trolling and the buck dancing and the twerking and not answering simple fucking questions, I'm done. I'm going to ask you to address the fucking question. And if not, that's where you tell a nigga to leave. Bye, nigga. Die, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Straight
Nigga,
up.
We have no protection for fucking men with dildos like this, man. Like, nah, bro. You trying to shade the fucking truth, man. Fuck out of here, dude. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that, MOT, and ain't nobody got time to be being nice. Ain't no being nice. Like you said, get the F up out of here. We don't play that. You be over there and talk that talk. I ain't talking about being long-winded and all that, but talk that talk. Don't know pretty much of the time of what they're talking about, but we'll keep them on gaslighting, capping, telling stories. Don't have the correct information, ain't got the stats, ain't got none of that, but and can't even address the questions or the issues. Can't even address anything, but just will stay on there. Get the F up out of here. In fact, get the F up off the panel. Address the question. Address the question, MOT. Address MOT's question, his statement. Speak on MOT's talking point. Get off of me. You got plenty of time for me. That's why when he was, look at, I know it was like, I got a few minutes and stuff, but I want full circle. We're going to talk to him. Then I got MOT. That's why I was like, MOT, you can go. Oh, no.
He doesn't understand that I made him stay by calling that fucking statement. I was like, nah, nigga, you ain't about to just drop this fucking stink bomb and get the fuck out of here. I mean, this whole fart in the elevator shit that he thought he was going to pull. No, nigga, I'm going to ask you a question. I know you can't fucking answer. Fuck out of here.
MOT, he tried to do the Green Goblin and Spider-Man. Do the little thing and let it roll. The little smoke, the little bomb, explodes in that scene. And Spider-Man when he he thought he was gonna do that, but your web slinging caught him, was like, no, you ain't going nowhere. I got you. You're gonna stay your ass right here. We're gonna address this. And it wasn't even like you needed me, or it wasn't even about tag teaming, but he looked at it as if like, MOT, pause for a second, but also I want you. I know you do, and I know it hurts. It hurts so bad. But so
he was like, oh, look at the time. And I'm like, nigga, what watch are you looking at? I don't see
what watch are you looking at? Right. What time? But that's
you said that you had time when you brought your dumb ass back. So that's what I'm going on.
Yeah.
If you ain't got the time, nigga, make time. So that way I can chop your head all the way to fuck off.
That's right. He stepped away to recalibrate and do his little clickety-clack, as I mentioned before, research to be like, I gotta see what's going on, this together. I'm not familiar with you, sir. Who are you, sir? You're about to find out.
What they do is they use that, I don't know who you are. I'm like, you shouldn't, but you don't remember this fucking conversation, whether you know who the fuck I was or not. Fuck out of here.
You gonna remember today. You gonna remember this day. That's right. This channel, and he's indifferent, even though the topic might be on something, he's gonna throw it in passing, just to throw it out there to see he's still stinging. He still got wounds from it. It's gonna sting a little bit. And the other day I was on the channel. I addressed him, brother. Yeah.
Why is this kept, man? I live for the moment of stomping out these dumbass niggas, man. I can't wait to do it again.
But yeah,
man, I can't wait.
I was just resurrected, and that's why I came in and said enough is enough. Like I said, I've been away for a minute, but I've been resurrected. But not to come back, but like you said, finding pleasure in it. Absolutely. Why? Look at MOT. Why not? Why
You know,
not?
the place just gets faker and faker and faker.
Yes.
Like we
Yes.
was on some diamond shit. Now we on some cubic zirconia shit. Now we on some just glass prism shit. We was on gold. Now we on fool's gold. Now we on shit that just spray painted gold shit. And it's like, man,
Some
what?
power shit. Yeah, you know, platinum shit. Low, yeah, it goes from the gold, silver, and on down, on down, on down, on down. Being worthless. Being worthless. You know, it has no value. That's it. There's no value. And these individuals don't understand that character means a lot. Your integrity, character, that goes out the window. They don't even care about that.
No, I mean, because
The hell with
character's too
that.
hard.
Yeah.
No, character's too
Yeah.
hard for a shapeshifter, man. It's too hard. It's too hard. We're playing by rules that he can't accept, you know, and he has to be kind of formless and baseless in order to be in the room. We're like, hey, man, I ain't got time for that shit. Hey, man, look, track record is a motherfucking track record.
Right, right.
These,
And we're playing with
these
them.
specific
Yeah.
boots that I have on is for stomping out a very specific type of fucking person. Make no mistake about it. Fuck out of here.
And we got these individuals in MOT like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They come in one way, then the cocoon is set, you know what I mean? And they come out a different person where it's like, wait a minute, did you catch it? That ain't the same person. Like the scene where they start yelling and they all doing the same thing. They got that little signal that they all yell at each other to know that they all, that's one of them. That's one of them. You one of us and stuff. Yeah.
These fast traveling Ewok ass niggas in the woods, man, on them fucking scooters, bro. That's what you turn these niggas into, man. Just asking them specific fucking questions, bro. They gotta get the fuck out of here. Fuck these niggas.
They do, man. And don't put me in along with yourself on no hunt, on no search party type of thing.
And
I'm not
here's
doing
the thing,
that.
man. I would treat my brothers I would treat like this. My sister I would treat like this. Anybody that on some bullshit get treated like this. Because I decided to have shit that works than blood flowing here. It's too easy to not fuck with these people. It's too easy.
But we've gotten away, MOT, from the stand for something and fall for anything. And as we have witnessed and have seen, these cats are falling for anything. And they continue to do so, even to the point of reaching down in their wallets and their pockets, where it's like, yo, put your foot down. When you see it, call it out.
It is a dumbass, weak nigga life. I don't want anything to do with it. At the end of the day, these are the people that are here. They're easy to dodge. You don't need no fucking help. You got people in your fucking community. If you spend in real time tuning in to fake motherfuckers and expecting your life to change, that's on you. I'm glad the women are fucking choosing better. Your dick deserves to be in fucking dry dock. Unused dumb nigga sperm is on the shelf. Finally, you fucking people are not procreating. Finally, I'm like, shit, nigga, you better be complaining about it, bitch. Because I don't want you having no more motherfucking dumb nigga kids, man. We have enough of these stupid motherfuckers here as it is. Fuck.
But check this out, MOT. It's 2026. My how time has flown.
Niggas are still on the 2015 shit, man. Still on that 2015 shit.
You took the words out of my mouth. They still on that and think that we don't know. We have come a long ways and we're steady going forward and still on that and think that we don't know no better. Insane.
And these lame ass niggas actually think they're putting their real name up there and jumping on in front of a fucking camera, giving some type of fucking credibility, man. Where the fuck did that shit happen? It's just crazy.
It is. Like, woo.
I'm like, look man, I've already done all that shit that they're trying to do, that they think they slick about. It's just at the end of the day, man, you can move easier without these people. These people are the reason why the community is what it is. The candle's being burned at both ends. I'm definitely burning at the Generation X end. And these younger motherfuckers don't need older, failed, fuck nigga wannabes, man. They don't need that shit no more. They don't. And these dudes not having kids and the women that they claim they want to be with, fertility window is closing. Hey, man. Yeah, man, I have high hopes for this shit moving forward, 10, 20 years, you know, a bunch of these lame, dumb niggas that die the fuck off, and we'll be straight. Back to where we used to be, a functional minority group. So
And that's why on my end, to myself, MOT, to add to that, I was like, you can have it. You can have it. They can have it. You can have it. You can have it. Yeah.
You can have a dumb nigga conversation.
Go do this. No, you can have it. Have at it, sir. You, not you, MOT. You, go have at it, sir. I ain't proving nothing. Ain't proving nothing. And I believe, as L. Nixon put in the comment, yeah, we don't have nothing to prove. I'm not proving a damn thing. I ain't proving jack. You go have at it, sir. Go do that. Go get it in.
Complaints are the fucking problem, not the situation. Because if you wanted to produce more, to move to another area that's better, nigga, you would have been done that shit. Nigga, this ain't the 1980s where you title lock to a fucking non-workable situation, nigga. The only thing they're trying to do is just motherfucking take the focus off of them and put it on everybody else, bro. Like, ain't nobody that fucking dumb. And even if they are, I'm not gonna let them dudes get away with that. Why? You're just gonna have to keep babying these niggas and keep burping these niggas like children, man. Fuck that, nigga. I ain't got time for grown ass dumb nigga kids and dumb nigga kids that not my bloodline and not part of my community. Like, nah, man. Fuck that. If you wanted to be about some shit, it's a pretty diverse group of people of diverse backgrounds. Like, bro, we've been here so long. Like, bro, you could have been got a doctorate, wrote a thesis, done something with your life, and niggas are still having conversation about whack bitch conversations fucking 12, 13 years later like it's new. It's fucking pathetic.
I've sat back and what you just mentioned, I've done the same and watched over the years that individuals could have really come up and done things with their lives, done really serious things for their lives and their community, but yet still on the same topic, same conversation. That's how you know it ain't about nothing, and that it's not real. And that's why I was putting that out there with the fakeness, the fake, and trying to yeah, I wanted Bronzeville to see that, to where right.
You niggas need to fight the real problems in the manosphere. These dudes are going after these women. I'm like, dude, why the fuck would I go fight for some woman on TikTok?
Yeah, get them, go get them, book them, Daniel. You know, like, what the hell? Like, get them. You're pointing that anger toward in the wrong direction. You need to point it over there. No, you can miss me with that. No. Yeah, that ain't happening.
I already got a community, man. I'm not trying to fuck I look like trying to adopt a whole bunch of dumb nigga yups, man. Nah, bro. Nope. Oh, well, it look like you ain't doing enough. How about some dumb niggas? It's like, oh, nah, dude. I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Why don't you join our dumb nigga crew? You know, join the dumb nigga. Be a part of it. Join us.
Join the dumb niggas. Join the dumb niggas. Join the dumb niggas.
Join the dumb niggas. Join the dumb niggas. Yeah. All we missing is the theme music. Join the dumb niggas. got the music, got the women in the background. Swing from left to right. Yeah. All we need is a nice fancy tune. That's all it's missing.
This Congo line of forgettable niggas, man. Fuck out of here, dude. You don't need to be fucking on nothing right now.
That's right. No, not right now. In a couple of years, we'll be approaching 2030. You still on that? That's why I threw it at him. I was like, yo, cat, old school. One day you'll be thankful or blessed to even get there. You know, and when I say old school, you know, and I put it like for what it is, but I guess I was supposed to be on his level. So
no. What they do? What they do is, you know, they want to be on this DJ Hemp / motherfucking Sharon Bailey shit where, you know, ignorant dumb nigga, you get your shit off, and ignorant dumb nigga, you get your shit off. You know, it's just organized idiocy and ignorance. Well, you know, dumb nigga don't get motherfucking interrupted. Dumb nigga get to talk for 1,000 fucking years and not make no motherfucking point. It's like, man, I can't stand these motherfucking idiots, man. Fuck out of here. I don't like hearing dumb niggas talk.
And then one time I'm about to throw the music in, like you said, join the nigga, join the club. That's what it is. And each one is coming off collaborating just like that. Each one is coming off and getting theirs off. Dumb nigga shit. Each one.
They don't understand the level of hatred actual men have for pretend. Like I keep telling people, the bitch ass nigga was the first transsexual, man. He is. Want to operate like a whole bitch in a man's fucking body, bro. Bro, that shit is disgusting to me. The motherfucker won't not actual, transsexual motherfuckers. I'm talking about these dumb niggas who actually think that they're so fucking profound. And I'm like, I can't stand you fucking idiots. I can't fuck with it, man.
I know. But the thing is, I can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it. I can't. And I wanted him to see that.
MOT, just let me get to my point. Let me get to my point. I'm like, no, nigga, you're supposed to be addressing what the fuck I said, not dodging the responsibility of what the fuck I talked about and think you're going after a weaker target. Like, he didn't understand that we was asking him the same fucking question.
Right. And then when he came at me with the long, I spoken to him, well, can you, because I've watched him do that before. The long-windedness will go all the way to the point, toward the point. But in that message, he's trying to convince ones to say, going back to being profound, like, oh man, I wish I could be like you. Is that, like I said, like hypnotizing, like, and I saw it here. I was like, you're not going to do that because you're over here trying to do the same thing that you do over there. Well, and this and that and this. You can dissect it, take it apart. You just got to put it in different categories and chapters. But at the same time, it's like, oh, no. Because I was like, you know what, MOT, you go in there and do it. Because your questions are going to be like, boom, 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 as you usually do.
It's just that, look, if he cares so much about them people, nigga, you go rescue them dumbass niggas. I don't give a fuck about them. No, hell no. Not black. Call yourself something the fuck else. I'm not trying to go on these random dumb nigga rescue missions. Like, dude, I got decent motherfucking 2-parent household kids to motherfucking concentrate on, man. You ain't about to send me on some send-off mission to go take care of dumb niggas, man. Fuck out of here. No. Dumb niggas get no motherfucking protection, no focus, no nothing. Don't give a fuck. I don't even care to give a fuck about that. Fuck that.
And as I mentioned before, and as I mentioned this before, MOT will say all of that, but we'll hide behind Christianity. We'll go run straight to religion as a shield every time.
And even as an atheist, that shit pisses me the fuck off. You want to hide in the blood of Jesus the moment your ass get motherfucking criticized.
When you get cornered and criticized and your back is against the wall, you gonna throw that in there. Like, oh wow. Really? Is that what we do?
Hard-headed fucking Beelzebub nigga trying to hide in the blood. I can't fuck with this shit, man.
That's when the claws come out. You just want to rip their heads off. Like, take that. Enough of that.
And look, a lot of women, maybe too many, turn to these dudes for protection. And I don't go on no rescue mission to try to help them. I lay down. This is how you get protected. Your motherfucking kids are going to be productive. It's going to be a socialization piece. We don't tolerate fuck niggas and their goddamn behavior or none of that other stupid shit that they own. And that's what we at with it. That's how you have a fucking community. But we allow dumb niggas to think that they're going to formulate their own community with broken toys. Oh, no. Lord, no. Anything that they're for needs to be fucking destroyed, dismantled. I'm talking about atomized. I'm talking about burnt to the fucking ground. How dare you think that you're going to fucking bring all this broken shit that we got to waste our goddamn fixing just to protect their lame ass? Man, fuck that. I mean, I haven't got this way, in years on people, man. They just don't know how much I hate these motherfuckers. I just don't fucking open my mouth and talk about this shit. Oh, MOT, let's have a combo. Who's this person? Who's that?
Oh, I don't know. Who is that? I mean, I guess.
No, Candy Cane dropped the link. You the motherfucker who ain't hit it.
Oh, what's up to Candy Cane? Shout out to her. But no, I'm like this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I was snoring. I went to sleep. I passed out. Yeah, seems like though. They want Candy Cane to drop the. I think Candy Cane dropped the link, and shout out to Candy Cane, by the way. Shout out to her. Yeah, all this hate amongst men. Yeah. What time is it? What time? Oh, it's 7:51. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I apologize, y'all. I went to sleep, and so whew, man. Mm, mm. Yeah, somebody from Sharon's team was trying to come up. What's his name? Hold on. What's his name? Let me see. What's his name? Open panel. Open panel. Let's let me see. Shit. I apologize for going to sleep on y'all. Man, it's trying to rain down here too, though. That rain kind of was soothing, so had that soothing sound. Come on up, chat. Come on, chat room. Come on, chat room. Show me who's on here, man. Yeah, I'm just reviewing this. I'm gonna do another live stream later on, and this is insane. This is insane. Yeah. I'm going to finish it. Let's go ahead and finish it, y'all. Let's finish it.
I've had enough of it, man, to where I get it, but to the point where
the person who was trying to come up was Sharon. No, Brownsville was in the chat room talking shit. He left and went into the chat room. Yeah, TD. They all trying to make it about me and a white woman. Yeah, whatever, me or some white woman. It could be, some magical white woman, some invisible white woman, some shit. I don't know.
Step back from it. I told you that before. I've just had enough of it because it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna throw this in there. An issue I have, like the Umar Johnson. That is what it is. The whole school thing and the solutions and the things. I'm like, them kids.
Oh, okay. That it's OOT on go. Oda, is that him? Yeah. That's that. Yeah, he came from Sharon. Yeah. He was coming for Man of Tomorrow. Yeah, MOT. Yeah. Sorry.
Some kids are like, talking about that shit. Them kids, I'm done talking about that. The kids have gotten older, but but he gets a stage. He gets a panel. He gets to get on different stages at different times and get invited on. It's like, okay, the school and the issues you've
check out Umar Johnson's
like
Twitter.
Teenagers now.
That dude has events booked to the end of the motherfucking year. Still,
right?
Crazy.
And I'm like, I don't understand. Why do we do this to each other to where it's like, don't you want your children, these individuals that have children, their sons and their daughters, but yet you have these ones that are saying what they can do and preaching this and speaking on this. And you have the ones out there that's like, I'll be a Patreon. I'm going to still be a follower. I'm going to be a this. I'm going to be a that. I'm going to be a worshiper.
Sorry, man, but
no.
The age of projecting weakness is been over. It's been over for these motherfuckers. The fact that you can't get a bitch is progress. The fact that the only way that you can interact with women is on a fucking panel is motherfucking progress. Your ass shouldn't even be able to sniff the black pussy of nothing. And if I had my fucking choice, you would never have any. Ever. You better be glad I don't have that kind of power. Shit, man. You motherfuckers be out here doing all types of shit for the thought of black pussy. Not black pussy, but the thought of it. You niggas will be putting in a lot of motherfucking work for even thinking that you fucking worthy of procreating. Fuck these people. I'm sorry, man. I just have to.
But you know, hey, you know what? No, you know something, and I spoke on this on Anton about the movies. You know what I thought of? I thought about Brad Pitt, MOT, and Generation or ZX. What's that zombie movie? And remember, and it's not like that. Gen Z or ZX, Zombie Z, the Z movie with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And he had his family, and okay. I said that's how I'm gonna treat this. I'm gonna do that part toward the end where I know he got the shots, and it's like he was just walking through, like solution wise. I was like, I know what I need to do.
Did you see Fury with Brad Pitt? and he went over there to that German fucking soldiers like, hey man, you here to kill these people right here. Put in some fucking work. It's like, I can't do it. I'm like, all right, okay, I'm gonna put your hand on this with my hand.
I'm back. Yeah, hey, what's going on? What's going on? I appreciate it. I don't think he ever came up though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you went to sleep, Queen.
Hands over your trigger finger, and you're going to get rid of this motherfucker because that's your job. Be on your fucking job. Kick them in the ass and just kept it fucking moving.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at with this whole internet thing, to where I haven't been around, where it's like I'm just gonna move through this. It's not just being in the clouds. I'll pop out. I don't mean even on panels, just in the chat or whatever. I'm just gonna move through. I'm just gonna go through. I'm just gonna move through it. I'm gonna move through the fog, the smog, the hail, the storms, the snow, all of that craziness, all the craziness, where it's like, oh, and we'll meet again. Of course we will, MOT and the rest of us, in 2030, in a couple of years, where it's like, we still going to say.
Okay.
I ain't thinking, we still doing this? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm literally watching the years, MOT. That's why when you mention the years of 2015 or even before, a little bit after, but back you threw in them years, I was like, oh man, the memories.
Yeah, but Aunt T showed up. Yeah, okay.
Years later, 10, 11 years later, 15 years later.
You just have to stop the protection of fucking dummies and stopping dummies from procreating. I'm telling you, this place is going to be very different 25 years from now. Very different.
You know, I do share the sentiments of MOT, right? I think though, you know, I think that there's some people that need to stop procreating, or being forced to you know, stop them from procreating. And I think though that will stop a whole lot of the foolishness. Now he says it's happened in 25 years. You know, that's what he believes, though, right? Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Yeah,
I don't even want to see it, MOT. I don't even. I'm not saying I don't want to be around. I won't say that. I'm not saying that even toward myself, anyone. I don't even want to see how it's going to turn out in a couple of years. You know, at this pace and where it's going, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Not even out of fear. I don't. Because it's different solutions that are out there. It's not even being put into effect. It's just being
more solutions, more ability to get to the money, but the fucking fight's gone. The fight's gone.
Yeah,
the fight's gone.
Right. Yeah.
You motherfuckers have waited till 2026 to start complaining about chicken plant jobs. Are you fucking crazy? Start complaining about jobs that you know you can't produce no or raise no fucking family off of. And you want this fucking woman to not take advantage of opportunities and be part of a productivity piece herself. She's supposed to artificially hold her motherfucking self behind to drag your dumb nigga ass up.
Right, you know, right. And this is the problem. That's why I said the other day, right? Y'all about, I said you niggas about 5 years too late. Y'all 5 years late. Like some of the things that y'all are on right now, don't protest, don't do this, don't do that, Y'all 5 years too late. Y'all are 5 years too late on things. Now MOT said y'all 25 years late, but I think y'all, if I'm not mistaken, I think y'all are 5, 6, 7 years too late on things because y'all too busy on gender warring, trying to do the Tyler Perry stuff. Y'all got too much mustard on your hot dog. It's time for you, man. To catch up.
Nigga, fucking crazy? Are you fucking high?
Real.
I would never allow no goofy ass shit like that to happen. Man, fuck
that's
you.
Real.
No.
That's
hell
real. That is so real. And that's individuals that stand behind that. They literally stand behind that. And like you said, hell no. They stand 10 toes down on that. I'm not. I'm not for that.
I heard Brownsville. Auntie. I heard, and too late. I didn't see all this. I wasn't home. I was at work, missing all of that. See, the problem is, Auntie, I wish Sharon was on that panel. I wish, the thing is, Auntie, what I really want, Auntie, is so everybody can witness that. Because I want Sharon on that panel. I want some of the panelists that was on Sharon's channel to come over here because they have like at least 8 versus 5 versus 5, and 5 of them versus 5 of us, and just see how it goes down. And I see Brownsville Brownsville was in the chat room, talking shit. I mean, what the thing? Brownsville said something. Hold on, let me see what Brownsville said, because I saw him. Wait a minute. Open panel, please. Because Brownsville was talking shit inside that chat room. You see, it's easy, to get on Sharon's channel and have that the mute button. PhD will talk shit and shield you. It's easy to have Bomb Cherry to come up there and shield your ass. It's easy. And that's why I tell Brownsville, what do you know about X, Y, and Z? Right? I'm talking about politics, economics. Y'all don't know shit. Because a lot of the things between men and women, quote unquote, have to do with education and education and employment. Don't worry, I'll let it come up later on.
Protecting weak. No.
Right. Hold on. Brownsville, let me scroll up. Brownsville said, peace and love kills. Now I wonder if James Kills was in the chat room. But that's, Brownsville's still up in the chat room. When he got his ass dusted. Did Big J say he had smoke for me? I had 10 minutes. Most of these people, I'm going to use what MOT said in the chat room. Most of these people use entertainment as a shield when they're just a Delta November. This is why you try to catch them somewhere else to address them where I can't be bought off. Right. Where there is no bounties. See, I don't do no bounties. Bounties is lazy. You know, that's lazy. You know, we're like whenever you doing some you talk about you discuss some real topics and shit. Bounty should not be used, right? I think it's lazy content strategy. Yeah. So yeah, that's all what Browser was saying in the chat room. And he after all of that ass beating he got, damn.
That thing of between right and wrong has gone out the window. There's no fight, MOT. There's none. That's long gone. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm through.
I am extremely comfortable and extremely patient on watching these motherfuckers suffer the consequences because you don't want to fucking produce. I am extremely fucking comfortable and patient. I don't have to burn the fuck. I want to burn it to the fucking ground, but at the end of the day, I am comfortable in watching these dumb niggas not figure it out. It's very easy.
You know, and this is why, you know, I think with Trump as president, I think people now starting to realize that they fuck up. They think that SBE, shame, blame, explain. They think that was the gateway, right? So they went MGTOW, they went management red pill, believe and do the SBE, believing though that's and while voting for Trump, that's going to change society. When all it did, it made things worse. Women are not going to sit there and have your baby. Sorry, I'm saying this to a lot of these men. Women are not going to have sex with you. And plus, with Trump in office, women are not going to have your babies. Y'all might want to come to terms with it instead of y'all might want to stop with the shame, blame, and explain. Stop with the SBE. Women might listen to what you have to say. Just saying. You know, stop. Just drop the SBE shit.
No money, no woman. Finally, we're there. But these dudes think that they're going to practice some sort of game that they're going to get past the financial fees. Yeah, this is all you got left. The manosphere and broken children. That's all you got left. And there ain't enough broken children that's going to be going around. And at the end of the day, as long as women ain't choosing these dumb motherfuckers, I'm comfortable with watching these motherfuckers suffer.
Amen to that. Amen.
My people are the people who's trying to do shit. I ain't trying to over leverage what we are and what we've been through these nothing ass fucking people, man. Fuck that.
But you know what, MOT? But you know what, MOT? The women aren't stupid either. They know too. Even if they caught it, late in the game, they've been known. I mean, they know the game. They've been known this.
And here's the thing.
You got the stupid mother, Emma Effers. But the women know. Women know. They know. But go ahead.
The women know that they fucked up in the first beginning. The women know that these dudes. Dude, a woman could just go pick a motherfucker and get off the market. It's just that these dudes ain't what they want right now. Like they put all their maximizing points in luck and fucking bullshit, not substance. And no one is attracted to non-substantive personnel right now. But the problem is, if they go down that road and actually admitting that they invested in the wrong shit, it would destroy them. They can't take that. They've been so much on the path of looking up to idiot, strange dummies that they can't even admit that they actually did the wrong thing. And look, I don't care about saving you. Look, like I said, I'm very content with my arms crossed and watching this shit burn to the fucking ground without me lifting a fucking finger to help them. I would not give another nigga's itchy asshole sweat to put these niggas out if they was on fire. They get what they fucking deserve. Should have, they should have.
Oh Oh shit. Oh. Oh man.
Actually produce way sooner than that. You don't want to get it, don't worry about it.
And some MOT, they realize the years have gone by. All those years go by, even if they're in a quiet place reminiscing,
Yes.
they look at it too, like, what have I done? Yeah. Time ain't waiting for no one, and you can't go back. We can't go back. That's
Bro,
real.
like, bro, a lot of people could have been got a motherfucking skill, been got out of them low wage jobs, been produced more and got a new woman rather than actually being sad and mad about the woman that you chose because you was on some bullshit. Yeah, bro, like you can produce more and get up out of these circumstances, but they want to do everything else in the world but produce. I don't care about men who don't want to produce. They get no protection from me. Fuck them, dude.
But MOT, I remember you used to preach that on your streams, on your channel, and that was one main thing. It was production, produce. You was a big stickler. You stayed on that in some of your videos. You would preach about production, producing, be a producer. I don't even see that. That's not even spoken.
No.
I mean, in this space, do you know, how long has it been? I don't even hear about that anymore. I said, oh my God, it's like night and day. How things have changed where I don't even hear certain things going back to the fight that we would fight for. I don't hear it. God.
Queen Slick,
all these nonprofit programs, all these city resources that we fought for, and black people don't even show up to motherfucking use the shit. And you really think I ain't supposed to just team up with other motherfuckers? I'm like, look, man, I ain't trying to correct the black community. I'm trying to create a group of working class individuals.
I said this a long time. Oh shit! I said this a long time ago, right? I really don't. And I know it's going to sound bad, but I don't care no more. I want to save the Western world now. I mean, I'm not on this. I'm not on that anymore. This whole you got to convince us as a people, all that foolishness. No, forget it. I'm here to save America now. Okay, I'm on that. I'm on that point. Okay, I'm here to save America. I don't care about pro black and all that. I'm here to save America. Y'all still talking about the things that should have been solved 25 years ago. And if you still talking about something that happened 25 years ago, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna be in the same room with you. Excuse me. I'm not gonna be in the same room with you because I'm moving on to something else. So now I'm more focused on saving America now. Like, fuck all the bullshit. I got time for it.
That's where I set my fucking flag at. And I'd be damned if I fucking work with anybody else other than working class people.
I might as well. I might as well.
Shit, nope. Brought a whole bunch of people in that didn't need no help, none whatsoever. I'm cool right now. Look, marriage is straight, business is fine, community's thriving. These fucking kids are finally not paying attention to weak ass and dumb ass fucking men. Fuck that. I'm giving you nothing. Nothing. You get nothing but your hard dick and complaints about shit.
Listen, Donald Trump's president. We on the gang, okay? We on the gang, and everybody else is still on. Well, man, the black woman ain't shit. Big J is using white women above, against black women. Oh, this person over here is putting white men above black men. Oh, this person over here is trying to race war. I don't got time for that shit. Donald Trump's president, damn it. Okay? Gang has took a Constitution be damned. I'm seeing the Constitution and rights being eroded right there in front of my eyes. I see a president of a foreign country being kidnapped. And quote unquote arrested for drug charges. But yet that's supposed to be, but yet there was no declaration of war or no congressional approval or no international community approval to arrest a foreign president. There was no just cause theory for warfare against Maduro. There was a reason to bomb Iran. Palestinians out here Palestinian children being bombed. No, fuck all that. No, and y'all want to still talk to me about some Tyler Perry? Oh, but with the black woman won't let me lead. The black woman won't submit. No, take that shit for somewhere else. Get out of my face with it. If you still talking about some shit that was talked about in 2006, get the fuck on. I don't got time to listen to your black ass. I really don't. The world, listen, Trumpism has taken over. Sorry, it's gang.
I'm trying to leave you with nothing.
Let me throw this at you, MOT. Right, check this out. I thought about this the other day. This dawned on me. And even with you reminding me what you just mentioned, I don't hear that as much. There was a time when I used to hear that, and I was like, how come I don't hear that as much? I know it's out there on different channels. B1. I used to hear that at one point a year in time.
Uh-oh.
I used to hear that on a regular basis, B1. Do you know I don't even hear that as much? It used to be just thrown out there. I don't know if individuals have said, you know what? Wait a minute. Yeah.
No, but it's DM1. Dumb niggas first. Nah, dog. I'm cool on that. At the end of the day, if your household ain't straight, you better not tell me about what you're trying to provide for the community and what you're trying to socialize other people to produce for a community. Your first community is your household. If you are a bitchless dude trying to empathy mine TikTok for videos about women, scum of the fucking earth. Fucking worst person on the planet.
And speaking of that, right, and speaking of that, and I'm gonna backtrack on this. That's why when Brownsville said, "Hey, I'm not perfect with this and the other," before you start dictating and shooting out, not even missiles, or start giving out pamphlets and letters to go attack, and go do this and do that, just in general, your stuff better be perfect. Squeaky clean. You better not have no cracks, because I have an issue with that. It's a pet peeve of mine. When you start that whole dictating and this and that, you better be not even Jesus. You better be your household, because you reminded me of that when you mentioned household. Your household better be spick and span before you start coming on a stream and coming after different individual or men or even women. Anyone, you better be the ish. Your household better be. That's why when I listen, I never hear him speak on that, even if he's being the example, to be like, oh, this man right here, he's one to look up to. But at the same time, it's a whole different story where it's like, okay, so your stuff ain't perfect. So I caught that where it's like, oh, was that a disclaimer to say, hey, I ain't perfect? I'm like,
hold on. Yeah, bring back the Black Brain Trust. Might as well bring back the Black Brain Trust. See, you know what? I'm going to say this right now. The Black Brain Trust should be the nucleus of the space. I think the Black Brain Trust should be the nucleus of the space. You bring back Mike V, Gome 11, shout out to them. If you bring back the black, but the problem is, you gonna have niggas like Gabe Ape trying to sabotage that shit. Niggas like Gabe Ape going to sabotage the Black Brain Trust. And I'm gonna say this to Gabe Ape, nigga, you just an O'Shea stand. Gabe Ape, you just an O'Shea stand. And that's really a problem too. These O'Shea acolytes, these Obsidian acolytes, if you got something to do with Management 2.0, go on over there,
I'm so glad you said that. But then you put off and say certain things, the way your actions speak different. So whenever you come, so when he said that, I was like, how dare you? Without me saying, how dare you? You can't, don't tell me nothing. Because I know you got some cracks in that armor. But you see, you have others that's up there. He done put the super glue and put it together where it's like they might not see it. It's in there, but y'all ain't gonna see it. That's why he said, I'm not perfect and stuff, but you know the things. I'm not saying we perfect either, but we see. Others might not see, and you don't want others to see, but we're here to bring it to the forefront. Peace and love.
And at the end of the day, man, those who can't play coach, and those who can't coach should be shutting the fuck up.
Right.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, with the whole you as an elder in old school, you can't teach me nothing. How dare you? You an elder. He gonna try to throw that on like, oh my God. Oh man. I'm gonna catch it. That's why I was like, MOT, you said at the beginning, you said, I already know what Full Circle is gonna come with and what he's gonna say is, here we go. On some Slick Rick. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. It's been a long time since it just felt good, the blood running through my veins, where it's like, come on, Brownsville, target is on you. I mean, you in my sight right now.
But other people who are actually full of shit don't put themselves in position to actually be asked these fucking questions. You got to be smart enough to not allow that to happen to you. But if you're dumb enough to show up, shit, motherfucker, I'm coming with maximum fucking destruction.
But look at MOT, but then yet we'll speak on something, it'll move to the next panelist, and they'll forget all about it as if like, some might say, oh, wait, hold on. But in the past, it's been times where it's like, oh, shoot, I'll agree. Yeah. I don't mean like yes, man, but it's like, yeah. You didn't see nothing in that? You agree with that? Oh, no. And as you mentioned, MOT, no, you're not going to get away with that. Address it. You need to address that. Get off of me. That's why the way MOT was like, man, you should, come on, Brownsville, he should have went first. Look what you did, but I guess it was too much for him. It was like, no, I got shit. Because even if you wasn't here, MOT, I would have still did the same thing. I would have did the same thing.
Oh no!
My goodness.
Shit, yeah. I stopped driving. I want like shit. I want to make sure I'm in the good Wi-Fi area. Everybody can fucking hear me. Fuck out.
I was laying down and I had to sit up and be like, oh no, you get my foolishin', sir. We ain't gonna drag and whatever on you a hit right there because you say whatever, whatever, man. Tip for tat, tomato. I know on streams he's been so long with it to where individuals will lose their thought and they'll be like, wait, hold on. Or he'll say something and people will let it slide. They'll be like, y'all gonna let that slide? He'll say something. It's like, you're not gonna correct that? You agree with that? There's no way. You all have the right to say, no, that's not right. And that's why I said it jokingly to say, you always with the right and did the right and did the right. And it's out of habit. I get it. But no, with all them rights, add them up together, I'm going to cut and slice that and say wrong. Maybe not everything wrong. You're wrong, sir. You're wrong. You can't get away with it. But they created, you're going to get away with it? Yeah.
They created a level of principle out of non-principle. Like, we're supposed to let him get his shit off. We're supposed to let him dodge the motherfucking question. We're supposed to let this nigga motor mouth us into the fucking whatever fucking sphere of space that he wanted to talk about. It was like, nah, man, we ain't doing that.
And MOT, just like in the movie It with the clown, when he kept going and I'm not even over here now, it's like my eyes will start to be. Remember when he'll do the clown thing and he opens his mouth and they start rising to the sky and their eyes start to turn a different color. That's how he's trying to do different individuals listening to him, where they just listen, and all of a sudden they're hit with it like, boom, you got me. I'm part of the nigga shit. I'm part of the nigga shit now. MOT, he got me. Save the MOT, he done got me. Don't let him get you, sir. Don't let him get you, MOT. Nah, not today. You're not gonna pull that. You're not gonna pull that, the it beams on me. Or on you.
It's just at the end of the day, man. Like, the over-procreated, non-productive male have no place in society. And they go to places where they can get this stuff off. And I say, hey, man, look, let them be out there. We need to know who they are. We need to know who their associates are. And that's just it, man. Just leave them out there. I don't care. It's just that, look, I'm just going to ask my questions. I know you can't answer them. And you're just going to have to run off the panel. Because, man, I've with a bunch of people. It's either answer the questions or fucking leave. I'm not
and MOT. Down. Right, and MOT, if you believe so strong in your message and ideology, spread the word, sir. Don't just keep it in one.
This dude clearly came up here and tried
to Israelites. Yeah, go ahead.
He tried to present my platform to me like it's his platform. It's like, what's this nigga talking about? It's like, bro, we heard what?
Right. Yeah. I caught it. I was like, oh, he gonna do it over here too. Oh, my message, because y'all don't believe in my message, my ideology. Yeah, spread the word, brother. Spread it. I don't think it's getting to the masses out there. It needs to be spread to the rest of the world that you think will listen to that. That's gonna buy that. That's why you keep it right there in your little sector. Oh, Cuzzo, what you think? What you think? Cuzzo, you think you agree? Cuzzo, stand on your own 2 feet. Cuzzo, what you think? So you don't agree with? Come on, what about that? Now I know I got my cousin. You know, we family. What about the rest of y'all? Cousin believe in it. What about y'all? Mikey likes it. Mikey likes that. Yeah.
Yeah, Quay's still here, so that way she can shut down the panel.
Yeah, I didn't know she's around. She can shut it down whatever she likes, but I'm done with it. MOT. I'm done.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. Well, we have successfully inoculated ourselves versus this bullshit. So
salute. Yes, sir. But Queen, you still here? If she's not, then MOT. You know, I'll see you around. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Same here.
Shout out to Auntie too. Peace.
Oh man, yeah. This is funny to me, y'all. This right here is funny to me, man.
My bad. I was muted.
Oh!
Thank y'all for coming.
Oh, man, I missed Queen. I missed all of this.
Y'all enjoyed the
show. Shit. I missed all of this.
But I'm supposed to go to sleep. Shout out to, we got some cash apps. Okay. Let's do those. We had L. Nixon. Thank you for the $10 cash app. I mean, not cash app. Super chat. He said, BJ was good. Auntie Queen Full Circle. MOT. Good to see you, brother. I should put it on the stage so y'all can see it. Hey, nothing works if you don't acknowledge it. When you do, then that's when it works. Y'all don't have to prove anything. Thank you for the super. All right. Then we have another $10 from L. Nixon. It says the issue is complaining about the very thing content creators will allow the panel because the views go up. There should be no difference on how you carry yourself online. Okay. And is that all of them? I think that's everything. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see y'all next time.
Oh, bye-bye. I missed all this.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject.
I can't believe I missed all this, man.
I only debate with my people. All others I teach.
Oh. Yeah, shout out to L. Nixon, man. Shout out to L. Nixon, man. Yeah. Shout out to L. Nixon. Yeah, let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see. Oof. Uh-oh. No. Uh-oh. They're live. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're mad. They're mad, y'all. Oh, hold on. Let me screw up the chat. You screw up the chat. You can go to chat. You can go to chat. Oh. Verbal assassin. Oh, Big J. You always find someone to fight with. He been doing that for years. Thank you, Verbal Assassin. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Sugar Bump said Big J and his boyfriends. Oof. You know. They were mad. Ooh-wee. Mad, y'all. Browns was mad, fam. He's mad. He's mad, y'all. Listen. He's mad. They're mad over there. Man, I didn't know. Man. Full Circle must have lit a fire up Brownsville's ass. He must let him and MOT must have flame broiled, Brownsville. No, niggas, y'all at y'all's match. Shit. That's what happened. Oof. Oof. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the next video I'm going to talk about is homeless people. Attacking homeless people is a hate crime, and I'm going to talk about that too. Stalking people who are homeless is a hate crime in the state of Texas. Yes, we're going to do that, right? And yeah, we're going to do that later on, maybe in the afternoon. I'll see y'all then. Big J, like, why he mad? Yeah, he left. Yeah, they're with the mad right now. Yeah, live. Yeah, they're live in crime right now. I love it though. I love it. I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.